Please don't say it. Did you say you were going to say touch grass?
No,
All right,
say
we're live.
Wait,
We're going live.
We haven't even started yet.
Oh, it's gonna be a night.
Oh no. Okay, we're good.
Is my
Are you
camera
muted?
not on? Oh wait, hold on. Wait, we're audio's on. Oh, there we go. Hey, we're good. Hello, everyone.
Welcome back, Vaquero.
Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome to episode 75 of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up, talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up, Go Rush. I am joined by almost a full crew today here on the team. We got Dredge, we got Nick T, and it's been a while. Pete is back, which we are all happy to say. We're all happy about that. We're going to hear Pete's thoughts on this arc, Pete's thoughts on this episode, as we might be approaching the final 5 episodes of this arc, if it is only a 13-episoder. And of course, we got some insane news all around. Probably the craziest piece of news that we got in a while is Shueisha has trademarked a new Yu-Gi-Oh! IP called Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. I've done a video on it yesterday. I'm going to have another video out on it soon, going over a bunch of different possibilities that I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush could be. I would imagine that we will get news about it on Jump Festa, and that is where we are going to start our show with Go Rush and what we think of it, what we think it could be, before we go into our thoughts on episode 75. But before we get into that, how are you boys doing tonight? Thanksgiving Eve, how are you feeling?
Feeling great.
Awesome.
Feeling right.
Yeah, he's feeling right.
Well, Thanksgiving Eve. You know what that means?
What does it
We
mean?
gotta get wasted.
Well, that is what Calibre is doing.
Oh, is
And
he? Where is he?
He's at a family party getting sloshed. So
Oh,
Calibre
yeah.
is not here. I asked him, what's his pick for Yuga versus Tiger round 2? And he sent me back a bunch of letters that did not make any
No,
sense.
that did not
And
happen.
we know what that guy's doing. All we gotta do is we gotta drop one bomb in there. We know how to do it. And that's it.
Wait.
What? We make
Wait a
one.
minute.
We make one comment about that guy.
Wait a minute, what?
You know what comment I'm talking
I
about?
know what comment you're saying. Okay, Calibre might be calling in after our Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush segment, so stay tuned for that. Thanksgiving Eve, it's going to be a wild one. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone that does celebrate. I want to thank everyone who super chatted / donated in the last episode, which was episode 74. It was, in terms of the amount of $50+ donations we got and overall donations, it was the biggest stream a Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up has done in the entire calendar year of 2021, which is insane. So thank you guys so much for breathing so much life into the channel, breathing so much life into what I do and what I love to do, and I really do appreciate it limitlessly. Big thank you to TNX Rail, Drago77 Blue, Jack Knight, Philip Rosewood, Ivrea, Thatman666, Best Cowboy Cad Bane, Pick Rick, Nicholas Horton, Nick Schoner, Dark Emperor J, Limestone, Lorena, The Flail IPS 101, Solid Snack, Entame, Pink Penguin, NC Sonadvon. And a special thank you to Sin Cloud, Xslayer64, The Socks God, and Anonymous Anime Lover, who all donated over $50. I believe SinCloud, Xslayer, and Anime Lover donated over $100. So thank you so much. It's just an absolutely insane display of love and selflessness that I'm just so appreciative for. So thank you guys so much. I really don't have words, and I do appreciate it. And Jump Festa is going to be a lot more fun and interesting. And the reason it's going to be a lot more fun and interesting was the news that broke yesterday, about 36 hours ago. We got a new logo, a new IP, a new trademark filed by Shueisha. It is confirmed that it is Shueisha filed, which means it could be a few things. An anime is very likely. Movie is pretty likely. It is titled Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush.
Yep.
I know I sent this to you guys immediately when it happened yesterday. I mean, initial thoughts. Nick T, what are you thinking when you see this? What do you think it's going to be?
It could be a lot of. So my thoughts immediately are mobile game. I think a mobile game is a huge possibility for the Rush Duel format. And maybe like there's been a lot of talk of maybe it's like what they did with Zexal. It's a part 2 of the same show. We're just continuing. It's just a part 2. It's not Yu-Gi-Oh! 8.
Right.
So I'm thinking those two things are very possible. Maybe a movie, but I'm still very high on 7's part 2 or mobile game. Should we already getting a Rush Duel game? I think the logical next step for me really is a mobile game, just because I don't know if they're going to abandon the whole Sevens idea yet, but we're still obviously in the Rush Duels format, and there's a lot of, you know, I have to say I'm a little not biased. It's hard for me to speak like blankly because I've read a few things now online. I saw actually Aura Entame do like a whole like sort of breakdown. There's certain assets from different features of Sevens that are pulled into this logo there. So it's like hard to say like, oh, my initial thought, that was an initial thought. That's something I'm thinking now. But
well, when I uploaded the video yesterday around 2 o'clock, there were a few people that pointed out in the bottom right the emblems, like the star-looking emblems. They look like what happens when Sevens Road Magician attacks. The symbols,
the background of
the background and the lettering.
Yeah, the background.
Yeah, yeah. So it looks very similar. It looks very Sevens-esque.
Yeah.
Dredger, do you think Go Rush is going to be a true Yu-Gi-Oh 8? Or do you think it is going to be kind of a Sevens 2 or a movie? I mean, what do you think?
I'm kind of with Nick T on this one as well. I think it could be a part 2. I also think it could be a movie. Again, if you're analyzing the title, yeah, as you mentioned, like kind of the style, like the way, what's the name of his, Yuga's Ace?
Sevens Road Magician?
I couldn't think of his name. It was Space Nine. You think I know?
You just came back from vacation.
That's what it was. It was in Florida. That Florida, you know, that warm weather over there.
They're
crazy.
Different.
Oh, the water's different too. It's killing me. So basically, I would think it's either a part 2 or I'm also kind of high on a movie. I think that'd be interesting. I think that could work here, using the characters we have. Doesn't have to be canon, I don't think, but it could be something cool to do just to kind of reintroduce kind of the characters again in a different way.
That's very nice.
Yeah, no, Pete, where are you leaning with this?
I'm leaning towards movie.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards what Range should have had.
Yeah.
In the end, we kind of get a movie to wrap up some stuff. You know, I won't spoil for Dredge, obviously, because he's watching it.
I'm getting there, don't worry.
But you're a better man than me.
Right, but for,
Yeah, sure.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
But this guy spoils me all the time. But for the way some things ended in that show, I would have liked to have a movie to close some plot lines.
Absolutely.
And I think this show, I mean, no one is surprised, right? I saw some interesting comments in your video of people that are despise this and are like so shocked that we're staying with Rush Duels. I mean, of course we're staying with Rush Duels. Like, it's been every piece of metadata we have has said it's successful in Japan. It's now getting transported over here to the West. Like, there was no way you make an entire new spin-off of the game, a simpler version of the game, and then go, you know what? We're good. You know, like, you just don't do that.
I'm never surprised by, the vitriol and the anger towards Sevens and towards Rush Duels.
But look how the West is perceived.
What?
But look how the West has perceived it.
I'm often surprised by people's willful ignorance that they don't mind putting on display. Where clearly, that's the part that always shocks me when people are very surprised that the franchise is staying with Rush Duels, or that Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens is potentially getting a Sevens Part 2 if that's what this is, or a movie. That's clearly the direction from an animated perspective that this franchise has gone all in on. And for the thought that it's going to return to form in 2 or 3 years, I mean, I'm going to probably say this during Jump Festa when this gets announced. I'm going to probably say this a few times now between now and for a while. I think the people that are waiting for an OCG and TCG anime, I think they'll be waiting for at least 10 years. And they might be waiting for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Oh my
Lord. And I really do mean that. If that's what you're waiting for at this point, I think you probably are not going to be consuming any sort of Yu-Gi-Oh! Animated media again. That's new. Of course, you have the old shows. But I really do mean that. I don't think that this company is going to move away from Rush Duels anytime soon. I don't think they're going to move away from an animated series that is focused on Rush Duels anytime soon. And I really do think that at least for the next 10 years, the next few shows are all going to have to do with Rush Duels and not the TCG and OCG. I don't think the TCG and OCG needs it to be successful.
And I thought that point you made in the video was incredibly insightful of, like, you now have such a basis of 20 years of the old TCG. Like, they're thriving. They're opening boxes on stream the other day. Like, they're doing fine.
They're doing amazing.
There's a Master Duel game coming out. Like, you have Cross Duels, which I know is a little bit different. But, like, the game is totally fine. Now let's build up and put our resources anime-wise to advertise this new style. It just makes correct business sense. I mean, there's no other way to really describe it except that we know this is where it's going. I can see them more doing in another, probably not in Sevens, but let's say Yu-Gi-Oh! 8 probably has Rush Duels. I could see them more staying in the same universe. We know Master Duels existed, and we know Master Duels existed in this universe, and doing maybe like one episode or one duel of Master Duels, but the primary focus is Rush Duels.
I can see that as well.
I can see that.
I can see
like,
that
hey,
too.
here's a little taste for that, but we're not going into that.
Yeah, I could 100% see that as well. But it's going to be interesting. I mean, we all think that. I mean, by the name Go Rush, you know it's going to be Rush Duel related. Pete thinks it's going to be a movie. I'm kind of leaning towards mobile game movie. That's kind of where Nick T and Dredger are. But yeah, I mean, Go Rush.
Chibi anime is another thing.
Chibi anime and a live action that's gonna like teach people how to rush a duel. I would hate that.
That's like kind of what we got at the ending.
Yeah.
Nick T's
Right. Well,
favorite
that's
guy.
the thing because
Yugioh.
a lot of people have said that that's what they're gonna do, but I'm like, we already kind of got that.
Yeah, I don't want that. That's such a waste.
Yeah,
I'd
already
rather a
got
mobile
that.
game above that.
Yeah, me too. Oh yeah.
I think a lot. And honestly, I think a lot of people are wanting a mobile game. Like it's just a logical step for a lot of
Oh, well, at least we're getting Rush Duels.
a lot of titles. Excuse me.
On Switch and stuff like that now. Like that comes out in like
3 weeks,
right?
Yeah.
Something like that. So
Full English release.
We're getting there.
There were also a lot of people when this news broke that were like, Sevens isn't even getting an English dub.
It's like, what do you
There's
mean?
no English
the
content.
voice
confirmed to
actors
be
are in the game.
Right.
The voice actors are in the game.
But they've
There's
also
no way that they don't
confirmed
use the same voice
Yeah,
actors.
so
It's
I just-
confirmed a dub that's in the
And
works.
they changed the names already for the game.
And there's a Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's English logo, but that's the point that I never understand with fandom, that people
Why isn't this going back to
are-
Master Duels, dude? This is ridiculous.
people are so quick to putting their, I guess, lack of
I mean,
knowledge
their heads are just in the sand.
publicly on display.
Yeah.
Yeah, their
Like,
heads-
I'm never going to go into, like, the Dragon Ball fandom when news breaks and start commenting on things that I don't know
Listen,
about.
It
'cause
should have ended after the Cell Saga. Let's just say.
I can't comment on that.
I'm not
but-
gonna no, I'm just
you
kidding. I love the Boo Saga.
So we do have the people in the audience. Thank you guys for voting on what they think Go Rush will be. 58% think it'll act like a Sevens 2.
Wow.
21% think mobile game, 16% think movie, and only 4% think this will
Wow.
be a true new entity into the franchise.
I tend to agree.
AKA Yu-Gi-Oh! 8. Yeah, I think the percentage chance of that is very
Would you
unlikely.
consider, because you touched on this a little in the video, would you consider a GX style thing a Yu-Gi-Oh! 8? Like, it's different, but we know
Yeah,
it's
oh
in
yeah.
the same universe.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
GX would absolutely be Yu-Gi-Oh!
But, like,
8.
Yuga could show up, and it's just, like, maybe gives the protagonist a card, and that's an homage to what happened.
If Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush is an anime and you can watch, could you watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX without watching Duel
Absolutely.
Monsters?
Absolutely.
If you can watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush without watching Sevens, then it's Yu-Gi-Oh! 8.
Yeah.
But if you need to watch all of, like, you can't watch
Zexal.
Zexal 2 without watching Zexal 1.
Right.
Is
You'll
this
be very
2
lost.
and is Exo 1?
It's all one show.
It's all one
Zexal.
show, but they
But they changed it because the time slot changed and they decided to advertise it under a new name, but it's all one show. If you have to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s in full to understand Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, then it's Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s
It's
too.
kind of like, and I know people probably hate this comparison, but like what Marvel TV and movies have done of like, you don't have to watch the TV shows to understand the movies.
Yeah.
But for those people that do watch both, it's like, it's an awesome insight of like,
Absolutely.
I know what that person's talking about in that one possible throwaway line to someone else because I watched a whole season on that.
Absolutely.
So I guess it adds in like that.
Yeah. Well, those are our thoughts on Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. Listen, I'm sure there'll probably be some super chats related to it. There's going to be a lot of questions related to it. And there is going to be a lot more conversation on this channel and from our group on Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. Do want to remind you guys, we are going to be live around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, December 17th for Jump Festa. We're going to be live for about 8 hours. Very good chance on day one that Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush does get announced. I'm praying that it's day one. If it's day two, that'll suck. We won't be live during it. Yes.
Before we move on to any other topic,
Okay.
God.
Oh, God.
we have $50 from X-Layer.
X-Slayer, dude,
Hey,
come on,
X-Slayer.
man. Thank you so much. Dude, this guy's crazy.
Listen to this.
Wait, it gets
Happy
better.
early Thanksgiving, you loser. Hope everything goes good tomorrow, and may we bless Salaryman Calzo, the God Swirly, and the best of all, Nick F. Yagi. He gave Nick Yagi a middle name. And middle initial.
It's
I
like
like
Mike
that.
White, Mike F. and White, Nick F. and Yagi.
I thought it was like for Wheezy F. Baby.
No. X-Slayer, dude, thank you so much for a huge donation. I don't even know what to say to you, man.
I
That's
like
crazy.
that he gives you like
and
that
insults
amazing
me.
generous donation and then insults you.
No,
So
I love
he
it
gets
too.
his cake and so do you.
Yeah, X Slayer, listen, man, thank you. That's not what I wanted to do. X Slayer, thank you so much for the huge donation. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family as well, man. We love having you here, dude. Thank you so much. Man, he's just a great dude, and I'm sure we will both be very excited for when Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush gets announced. That guy is Cal, and he's gonna call in,
He's gonna
right?
call in, yeah.
Okay, so Cal is there because we're gonna, and I'm sorry, we will get, I promise you. Dredger's like, oh god, this is off the rails.
No, this is cool.
We will get to episode 75, but obviously we had to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, and now we have to talk to Cal because Cal wants to call in.
Yes, he does.
So okay, so Cal,
I'm a little nervous on this.
I'm very nervous.
do we know how drunk he is?
Yeah, how drunk is he?
Is he on speaker?
It's 10 o'clock.
Hello? Oh.
Oh, he's on speaker.
Sorry,
There
no,
you go.
you're on speaker
Cal,
now.
Cal,
Hey,
you're on
Cal,
speaker.
bro.
What? Wait, what?
What's going on, man?
Oh my god, guys! I think I fucked up.
Well, what happened, dude? Are you sure? You don't sound great. You realize we're live, right?
Jesus, Lord
Excuse me.
Almighty.
Cal,
Hold on. Shut up! I'm on a payphone.
aren't you out of
Not on a payphone. Not on a payphone.
Cal?
Why?
Are-
What?
are
Who's
you-
this?
are-
Who's this? Dylan?
Yeah, aren't you at a family party?
I'm at a payphone.
Wait. Where is there a payphone near this family party?
Yeah, on the street. Who's this? Who's this?
Dredger.
Carl?
It's Dredger. It's Dredge.
Oh, Dredger. Hi. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, dude? Where's the payphone?
I mean, he sounds wasted.
How
He's
much?
gone.
How much does it?
Do you guys remember the time when we all went to Atlantic City?
Yeah, I do remember a few of those times.
Which time?
No, but shush. Hold on. I'm not done. The time we went to Atlantic City.
I don't like that.
and I lost the hotel room key, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
of course.
I got it mixed up with another guy's hotel room keys. You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah, I
that.
remember
And
that.
I wound up sleeping in his room with his wife, and he wound up sleeping in my room with my wife. You remember?
Oh, Lord Almighty.
Do you guys remember the Continental?
Yeah.
breakfast?
Yeah, Cal.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I swear this day, I think the guy at the counter, I think he put bubble gum in my omelet.
All
That's
right,
a good idea.
Cal. Yeah, we have to let you go. Is there anything else you want to
No, you
say?
don't.
No.
Yeah, I gotta.
You have to go drink some.
Go drink some water,
Go drink some water.
and take an aspirin.
I'm gonna have. I don't know, guys. They're gonna do shots.
No, I don't think you should do any
no,
shots.
no.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Well,
Have your sister reel you in a little bit.
Who's this?
It's Nick T.
Can I? Hold on, guys. Wait. Can I say something about Yugioh?
Yeah, you can say one
It's a
thing about
Yu-Gi-Oh!
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
one
thing.
thing. Yeah,
That was the point of the call.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Okay. Okay. I got one thing to say about Yugioh. Hold on. I think that this gonna be next season. They're gonna instead of just one season, it's gonna be like 100 seasons in one. You know.
Really?
Wow.
It's gonna be so many seasons in one, but it's one season, but it's also 100.
Wow.
right.
I think you need some sleep.
Yeah, you need rest.
We love you. Go drink some water.
Yeah,
We'll see you soon.
please.
Hang on.
Okay, all right.
Hang up on him.
Alright. Oh,
that
that's
was-
Calibre for
That
you.
was Calibre calling in. Obviously, he's not doing very well.
Oh, I made my week.
Yeah, we're gonna
Hurt
hope
my head so
Wow.
bad.
we're gonna hope that Calibre sobers up and
Someone text him in a couple hours.
he
Where's he by a baseball?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find
yeah,
out.
I don't know. Listen, drink responsibly. If you need any indication
I
of
didn't know
why
there were
you should drink
payphones still.
responsibly, that's exactly why.
Wow.
But we are gonna get into episode
Yeah,
70.
alright,
Christ.
let's do this. Woo.
We are gonna get into episode 75, which did see Asana take on Roa. Roa probably his biggest win of the show so far, beating Asana in a duel that was rather short. Probably only took about 50% of the episode, which saw Gakuto, fake Roman, Mimi and Roa try to spy on Yuga, even though Asana didn't trust Yuga. Obviously, Asana was not planning on breaking into his home to find out more information on him. The show is clearly still very heavily pushing the theory of Yuga being the sixth sibling. They really want us to believe that, and to me, that's all the more reason when they're going to sweep it out the rug from under us, and that theory will not be true. But we'll see what happens. I thought it was a creepy end to the episode. I thought Nanaho finally did something, which we've been begging for the last few weeks. So I'm happy about that. And these last 5 episodes, assuming it's a 13-episode arc, are shaping up very interestingly. But general impression, boys. Dredger, we're going to start with you. We'll go around the ring here. What do you think of episode 75?
I like this episode. I think it did a good job of, we were addressing our concerns these past few sevens up about how we didn't know where the arc was going and where were these episodes taking us. To actually have this episode give us some of that background, make Nano kind of look a little more menacing, I thought, kind of give her some fear. She had Roman skin on or something. That must be.
Yeah, there was it was like more than just like an outfit. It was like a skin suit.
Yeah, it was legit. And then all her
She's like a whisperer.
yeah, and all her subordinates too. She got Roman distracted, and then she just pretends to be all these different characters. It was very interesting to me. I'm happy with the result. I mean, I would have liked to see Sana win, but I am happy with my 16-0 streak. I know Pete's happy to hear that out loud again.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that. I thought the duel was all right. I wasn't a huge fan of who was it? Asana's fusion. I wanted to see that new fusion like you had showed me.
The purple dragon.
Yeah, purple dragon looked really
me
cool. So
too.
this one was very I do like seeing Asana and Roa more though. I think hopefully they come next arc. I think they're done for this arc. I would think, but come next arc.
Isn't it sad that?
Yeah, I think
they're
they're
in
done
one
for this
episode
arc.
and then
Yeah.
that might be it for the arc.
Yeah, overall, I liked it, and I think it's got the back on track. So now we need to put a couple good episodes in a row together, so we can really see how this arc is gonna end up.
Yep. Well, we know again Yuga Tiger next week, and then some sort of swirly focused episode in 77. We don't know anything after that. Nick T, what were your thoughts on 75?
Thank you for the dono.
I actually really I didn't absolutely love it, but I really liked it. I thought it was a pretty good episode. Again, it's another episode. It didn't do a whole lot at first. But I kind of like the way we at least got the wheels turning a little bit. We're gonna investigate Yuga, and then Asana trying to put a stop to it, and then joining everyone. That was fine. That was at least a little bit more legwork than we've been getting the bulk of the episode. So that I liked. And then the rest of the episode, because it was a pretty short duel, I really liked the whole Nanaho piece. Honestly, I think it was really interesting, and it creates a little bit more depth for those characters. We see a bit more of that Nanahashi branch clan, which I thought was cool. Like bug ninjas, sign me up.
Literally.
Yeah.
I got to address it. Though. I like the episode.
I thought you weren't
Well,
gonna.
hold on.
Wait. I thought you weren't gonna.
No,
address
no,
it.
no.
That part I'm just gonna forget.
We are gonna start with
Well, I
that.
don't know what that is.
We are gonna start with that because you want to address it as well. That has to do with Mimi in this episode.
Hold
Yeah.
off.
So we're gonna hold off because I just want to stick with general. So you liked it. You really liked it.
Yep.
What were your thoughts, Pete?
It's okay. This whole arc for me has been okay.
Yeah.
I just feel we're sometimes floating in the middle of the ocean and we're going nowhere. This
Good way to describe it.
This felt like we were getting a little bit more on track here at the end. I love the Nanaho stuff in the end. Not a big fan of her OST. Just
I
a
loved it.
little thing. Just not a huge fan of it.
I haven't commented.
I think a
on
lot
it.
of the other villains of the show, Asana's, the Nails, Yugioh, all have way better OSTs, but they're little themes. But aside from that, thought her manipulation is amazing. I think it's spot on. I love seeing that from a villain, of turning them against each other and learning and destroying them from the inside out.
Yeah.
I think that's always a great strategy, and I like that there's people that are supporting her in that, as she has basically a whole clan. What makes it okay for me is not that, oh, my pick was wrong. More, I thought the pacing in the episode was really all over the place. It was just strange. It was almost like you gave it to multiple editors and they just put pieces together, and I just didn't like the transitions between scenes and how things felt. Of like, it felt weird. Like you have the group and fake Roman, and then you cut to Asana, and then they meet up, and then she leaves, but then they switch to the park, and like it just felt so odd. So for me, that's kind of where I am on it. It was okay. Have hope at the end of it. But overall, as an arc, since I've missed like 3 episodes on the podcast now, it's been okay.
Is
It's not my
it
favorite.
is it on track for being your least favorite arc?
Probably, I would think. Even me, I would still think, yeah.
Yeah, probably. I'd say that. Yeah,
I would agree with
Yeah.
that.
It's probably there. But like, the thing about this show is like, when the show is at a low point, it's not really low. Like, you know, like I still...
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's a disaster.
There's still
Yeah.
moments that like I laugh at things and that I
Exactly, yeah.
enjoy things. It just... I guess I expect a little bit more, because I felt like we had a lot of momentum in these last couple arcs.
With the siblings,
and now I
yeah.
kind of just feel like I love the tournament, I love the siblings, and now we've just kind of... we're meandering.
We're
you know what I
we're
mean?
adding
Like,
more and not
I don't know.
finishing.
It took so long. Like, this Nanaho moment would have been better 4 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, it's just,
Absolutely.
if we're sticking with 13 episodes, which is probably going to happen, you know, and then we'll talk more about, like, the next duel next week. I'm like, but why? Like, you know, it's just weird.
I feel very but why for the next duel as
Like,
well.
yeah,
you know?
there's got to be some. They got to link it, and it's really important. I think that
That's
that
this is
episode.
my genuine thought.
They
Yeah.
have to link it.
So my thoughts, I know a lot of people have asked if I'm done with episode reviews. I'm not, much like the Sevens episode reviews, the Legacy reviews as well, are just kind of on break right now. I do plan to return to doing the weekly episode reviews very soon, maybe in a couple of weeks.
We'll be back.
So we'll be back. So I do apologize. I know I haven't done one for 2 months, but you have these podcasts to hear my thoughts. So I do want to give my thoughts for a little bit. I actually really did enjoy the episode. And I think if only for the sheer fact that it's an enjoyable duel between 2 characters that are super, should be way more important and in the spotlight. And it's a really good episode for finally introducing the villain of this arc into our eyes and into the forefront. And I think that was very important. We've been asking for a long time, where's Nanaho? Where's Yugioh? Where's the guy that wiped the memories of Yugioh? who is going to be that character this arc? And it did just kind of feel, Pete said it very well, that we were just kind of floating for a bit. I'm happy that especially the end of this episode finally gives us some direction. Thought the interaction between Asana and Roa was very funny. Asana was not in the wrong at all. I was fully on the side of Asana, which is weird to me that they showed her on the left side of the screen, which is symbolic of the character you're supposed to root against in these duels, as if Roa was in the right. So that was kind of weird to me, but it is what it is.
Break the mold.
Also loved the line at the end of the duel where Asana said something along the lines of, if you betray your friends, you may never get their trust back.
Yeah.
Seemed very
That was
foreshadowing to
absolutely
me.
foreshadowing.
So that'll be
And
interesting.
she left, too. Like, she didn't
Yeah.
want any part of it till the end of the episode.
And Yuga, it's interesting because Yuga doesn't seem like the vindictive type, though. He doesn't seem like he would hold grudges over people
That would
breaking
still
his
bother
trust.
me.
I don't think it was the foreshadowing was for Yuga.
Yeah, I don't think it was either. That was going to be my point. I don't think it was either. So that's an interesting line to keep an eye on. But man, I got to say it with Sevens. It's frustrating when I see episodes like this because I just wish this show utilized their big hitters more often. Asana, Roa, and Nail are 3 of the biggest draws that you have right now, especially now with the Goha siblings leaving and obviously not really being around this arc. Last arc, which was the Goha sibling arc, one of my favorite episodes was when Asana dueled Nail. I love that episode
that was
from a
great,
story
yeah.
perspective, from a duel perspective, and I felt this is probably my favorite episode of this arc so far, or maybe my second favorite, and I just wish that it wasn't the same formula of, we're going to use Asana, Roa's been a little more, but Asana and Nail specifically, we're going to use them in one episode where they're going to have a duel and have focus, and then that's it for the whole arc. use these characters more. We already know a lot about these characters, and they've done a good job of keeping side characters like Bakuro and Mike decently relevant. But
And I like that episode. I liked
that
the
episode I
Bakuro.
liked as
Yeah,
well.
it actually
But
was
I
good.
just think that, you know, when you bring in Asana a little more and Roa a little more and Nail a little more, it just raises the quality for me. This was an episode where Yuga and Luke were not in at all.
No, not at all.
They had no involvement in this
And
episode.
what about Swirly?
We got
And-
we
and
did get
neither
a
did
shot of them.
Swirly.
We did get a shot.
And it was completely fine because you had Asana and Roa carrying the episode until Nanaho took over at the end. You got to use your big characters a little more frequently. And you know, I don't know if Gakuto and Roman and Rook and Yuga need maybe Yuga and Rook, but I don't know if Gakuto needs 2 or 3 focus episodes every arc. I think he's gotten 2 already this arc. So, you know, it's frustrating to me. I wish they used these characters a little more often, but I do like how they have split the reps, if you will, amongst a lot of their
Cool.
cast.
All right, I like
That's
that.
nice.
Yeah.
That was nice.
That's good.
But you know,
Coach sometime.
I did coach Middletown North.
How'd that go?
Wait, what year?
I coached the soccer team.
What year?
2011.
So
Yeah.
you were a junior in high school and you coached.
Yeah, I got them.
Were they good that year?
Well, they were good. I got them really pumped. We played CBA. I got canned after the game.
After the game?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
played CBA,
This is
and
a fateful game.
I pumped up the players. I made one of our best center backs, Ryan. I made him the captain, and I was like, "Hey, man, I really need you to come through. I need you to stop the attack of CBA."
Okay.
And we lost 14-0, and they canned me right after the
Wow,
game.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
I
it's
hope you get
okay.
another job one day.
I also too.
Yeah. You ever think about looking up that old center back and
I-
talking to him about the game?
You know, I've learned to forgive.
Would you
I've-
say it was like 100% his fault, the loss that day?
No, Matt Russo scored an own goal, so that was.
That did happen though, didn't it?
That was the only real thing that I said in that whole. So the center back was him. He actually was a varsity soccer player.
It was 8-0.
It was 8-0. I'm sorry.
Big difference.
And I
14 and 8.
wasn't the coach.
No. God, we got murdered.
But he
though.
did score an own goal. I'm pretty sure.
He
Right?
did,
That
no.
was
Oh,
pretty
we
good.
got our
That's
ass
going
kicked
on.
in tennis as well.
Yeah.
So
Oh
it
yeah.
was pretty-
6-0, 6-0.
Also,
across the-
CBA, you know, you can't.
They scout people.
They literally
They-
scout.
they-
scouts.
they like-
middle
They got
Yeah.
money.
They
Let's do
threaten the
that.
parents of middle schoolers. Yeah.
Uh,
So let me tell you this.
Jesus.
I want to transition to something that Nick T and Pete want to kind of
Yes,
riff on
of course,
for a little bit.
definitely. Yeah.
And I thought it was a little weird. I'm sure you
yeah,
did
no,
too.
I did too.
And that is actually Mimi in this episode. There was one line that made me feel a little weird.
a little.
You wanna take this?
More than a little. Yeah.
I know you two really
You
have
guys
a
got
lot
this.
that
I'm
you
I'm
gonna
want
back
to
back
to
it
say.
a little. I'm gonna ease into it
Okay,
because don't get
okay.
me wrong. I love Mimi. I really do love
I like
her.
Mimi too.
She has danced the line before, approaching it even. There was a time she has the whole guidebook of how to approach and interact with Roa.
Yes.
Pretty weird, but it danced the line. This episode crossed the line and made me feel very weird about the situation with saying that she wishes Roa, a 12-year-old boy, would call her baby. And it was like, it was a voice and look of yearning. It did not sit right with me as a 37-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Not okay. And more than once this episode. Really, maybe 2 to 3 times
Yeah.
it was implied. Twice it was outright said, 3 times maybe implied. Not okay. And I know we've maybe discussed it, if the roles were reversed. I don't think you even need to reverse the roles to say, that's not okay. Not okay. Does not sit right with me.
Obviously, it's an attempt at humor,
It's funny, but it's not okay.
but it made me
But it's not.
it made me feel weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's certain moments of humor that could be a little dark humor, let's say.
And,
right?
and
More-
by the way,
and
our
then-
friend group loves dark. We love dark.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah,
then
we
there's
do.
other things that are like, this is primarily aimed for younger kids, and I
I don't want
I
them to
think
put
it's
across,
weird to make a connection. Kids are not as stupid as you think they are.
Yeah.
And to make a weird connection to someone that could be the same age as their teacher or someone in their life, I just think it's uncomfortable. And it's not a one-time thing now. I mean, this has been done so many times, and it's getting more and more egregious.
Yeah.
And I know I probably sound like an old man, but like I don't love it. It makes me uncomfortable. Of like, he's 12.
Yeah.
And like you are yearning for him to call you baby, and I don't want to hear of like, oh, well, she loves his band. Of like, I think it's
It's more
more
than
than
that.
that now.
And part of
Yeah.
that's
Weird.
part
She
of
doesn't react that way with Roman.
Yeah, and also the issue is her character. You know, she's 37, right? They
Yeah.
said,
And they
her
even-
character looks like she's like the same age as them, and that's
Yeah.
trying. I guess they're trying to make it okay kind of thing, but it's not.
Right.
It's-
But they
it's-
reiterate-
they reiterate her age to tell you it's a 37. That you know how Roa is
So
12.
You're doubling down right in the
You're
episode.
telling us.
Yeah, there you go.
37-year-olds want the
Yeah.
12-year-old to call her baby.
Yeah,
It's-
exactly. It was weird. I just again. I think Mimi's great. Love Mimi. But I think ongoing. I think I would very much feel more comfortable if they reeled that back. A lot.
I won't go as far at this moment to say it's like outright grooming. It's more of an infatuation.
Right, but
like we're getting to that point where like it feels a little like grooming, if
Right.
anyone knows that term.
Yeah.
And like it just I don't like it, and like now I don't really find it that funny anymore. You know, it's
Yeah.
funny when Mimi, she's the old woman. She has all these old references. She don't fit in with the kids, but she looks like a kid. Totally cool with that.
Yeah.
But when you have an infatuation for one character, celebrity or not, they're 12.
Yep.
Like, please stop. Like, you know, like we're done now.
And I don't know if that line as well, there's any other way to look at it. Like, if you want someone to call you babe or baby,
Right.
usually it's in that sort
Right,
of
like,
way.
It is.
I
It's
don't
not-
Right? Like,
it.
I would never want any of my friends to call me baby.
Here's an example, right? It'd be different if she said something in an infatuation way of like he gave attention or an autograph
I wish
to
I had a
someone.
man-
I
that.
wish I was getting that autograph,
Yeah.
but she feels
Right.
weird to ask because
Right.
she's an older fan.
Right.
When you take it the way she's doing it, it's like that feels more like we're pushing it in a romantic area that I don't feel comfortable
Even if they
with.
could spin it like not even having anything to do with like I wish someone would call me baby.
Yeah,
Great.
that's fine too.
Pull it away.
Actually,
Right.
that would have been
Right.
hilarious.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
And that would have been
funny.
sad. I
That's
would have felt
really
bad.
funny.
Actually, that's
Yeah,
a very
that
good
would've
point.
been good.
No,
Yeah.
not that was exactly.
And actually, it's funny because that would have like, even if you just change it to that to me, it takes away the creepiness. And it adds, I think a line like that would add a lot of depth to her character.
like, wow, like, she doesn't
Where now
have
it's like,
anybody, yeah.
She's
the,
alone.
right, the reason
Single
she's
mom,
hanging out with
yeah.
these kids is because, well, yeah, right, we know now she's a single mom. And the reason she's hanging out with these kids is because she just doesn't have anyone in her life.
She doesn't have a life
And then,
outside of
and
work.
then you start to sympathize and feel bad for her, and you can kind of root for her character. But saying something like, I wish he would,
Yeah.
no.
And I've
No.
seen some people like online, and there's a couple people in the chat here talking about like, oh well, a lot of animes do that. Sure, right? But like some of those animes go way over the line. But usually you know what you're signing up for. I mean, you know, we've all seen some animes out there, like
Yeah, especially this guy.
They do some
Definitely
stuff.
that
You know
guy.
what I
Let
mean?
me tell you something.
But this is not that show.
tell you about
Like
it.
this is Yugioh, and it's
Yeah.
a Yugioh specifically aimed for younger kids. Let's put these to rest now, right? I mean, like let's stop with it, and let's call it a day.
Bridge. Get some help.
I mean, I would argue that there's more tension between the two of them than any two characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains.
No. Oh, yeah. Well, what's his name and his Soul Burner and his girlfriend? Maybe.
Soul Burner and
Stop it. There was no chemistry.
Stop talking! I hate all three of you.
It's not
Oh,
a spoiler.
it's not. And also, you met her already, and you really don't see her the rest of the show.
Yeah, see, the fact that you can't remember
Yeah.
that instantly proves our point. Right
Yeah.
I don't think I met her.
No, you definitely
But
didn't.
you see,
You
what,
didn't introduce her as a girlfriend?
Well,
No,
it's
it's an
not. It's
implication.
not his girlfriend.
Yeah,
I don't even think it's
don't-
an implication.
It's
I
an
don't-
implication.
Oh, he likes her?
Yeah, kind
Oh,
of.
is
That
it Ghost
Kiwi
girl?
girl. No,
Oh, Kiwi girl.
What's her name? That's not her
When
name.
you'll remember once you reach the very end of the show.
Yeah,
Kiwi girl.
I can't remember her name.
but like in this
Kiki.
episode, right? It was a kind of a D-bag thing that we're going to talk about of Roa and Asana, right?
Right, yeah.
But they're the same age.
Right.
Asana's a little older.
That's why I didn't
But they're
have-
the same age. Like
Yeah, I didn't
that's
have an issue
funny.
with it.
That's like a moment where like I could cringe, but like I'm like, well,
cringy.
there's Roa being Roa,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm glad he got smacked down.
Exactly.
Well,
He
and
got
that's the
kicked right
thing
in
because
face.
what is the show teaching you? I think the show's teaching
Yeah.
you if you talk that way to a woman,
Right. Good lesson.
it's not going to work.
Good lesson.
right?
Exactly.
So like,
even R6 is being like, yeah, shut up.
yeah, you're not.
I'm a gentleman. You're no,
Yeah.
not so much. And then you know what? Even though he doesn't necessarily apologize for what he said, they kind of they shook hands at the end.
Right.
I like that. That I liked.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, Yeah,
I wanted to
definitely.
say that.
Yeah, he was Roa was
Yeah.
cringy, but at least they patched it up. The Mimi thing crossed the line.
Ro was cringy, and at least it was
Age
Asana. Well, age appropriate, and Asana just kind of put him in his place. As
Right,
well.
she didn't say, like, "Oh wow, that worked." Yeah. No, it
I
did
am
not.
so glad that basically Roman at the end gave him a sweet chin music.
It was
Yeah.
I mean, she just
Yeah,
straight
it was
dropped.
great.
She dropped
Yeah,
him.
deservedly so.
Oh, it was
Well, I mean,
great.
they're
Deservedly
cousins,
so.
and he's like, "You can't recognize me."
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean,
That fits Rowan, does it not?
Yeah.
was there anything else you thought about Roa in this particular episode? Obviously, he acted at times like a
I mean,
D-bag.
yeah, the Asana thing, I was just like, bro.
He was trying
He
to put
was
the moves
straight
on.
macking it.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
bro.
straight going for it.
I've never
And
seen
she was
someone
like,
get shot down that much
and
since
that's
Calibre
the
at
first
Russo's
time.
a few years ago.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's
Yeah,
kind of the
like
first
10 bring that
time
up.
Like 8 years ago.
we've seen that
9
in the
years ago.
show, where it's been like completely blatant that someone is trying to like flirt with
Oh
someone
yeah,
else.
Right.
Oh yeah,
And it just
100%.
miserably failed, which that was funny because
Yeah.
that works for both of those characters. Asana would never go for this guy.
No.
Come
Yeah.
on.
No. Well, she,
Sana's a classy girl.
right, she'd go for someone, I would assume like Yuga, and Yuga would never say something like that
Right,
to her.
of course.
So.
And I still think there's things there.
I
I said that before. She had
Like
another
Ro-
scene here in this episode
Yeah.
where like she's thinking about Yuga in the way of like, and it could just be friendly, but she holds him in like
High.
serious high regard.
So does Tiger. A lot of
Like so there's
Be right back.
there's more. If you were willing to say like, Pete, where's something you could see going, even though it probably won't happen. I could see going there,
Yeah.
not Rowan to something.
No,
No way
no.
that would work out.
no.
She
Well-
did blush. That's a good point. She also did blush. That's a good point when they were talking about Yuga. Asana did blush.
Yeah. Yeah, and someone that I was very surprised in behavior wise, and I said this right after I watched it on Sunday night. I still feel that way. I'm surprised that Gakuto, the honorable
Right
Gakuto,
along with this.
was willing to go behind Yuga's back and break into his home to try and find out secrets on him rather than just asking him. It fits Mimi's MO, it fits Roa's MO, and it even would have fit Roman's
would if
MO
it
to a
was real
degree.
Roman,
So
yeah.
if it was real Roman, I wasn't really surprised by it. The fact that it wasn't real Roman, whatever. But it wouldn't have shocked me or thrown me off that it was Roman. But for someone so honorable and about values that Gakuto is, I'm very surprised that he kind of threw them to the side in this episode.
I think he was so real quick. I think
You're
he.
probably
I
gonna
think
say-
he
you're
was
probably gonna say
real quick.
exactly what I was
I
gonna
think
say.
I don't know. You're smarter than me. I don't think
No.
so. I think he was just so lost in the moment. He was just like he needed to know if his friend was the same. I think he almost wasn't even thinking about it from that aspect of like, oh, I really shouldn't be going. I should just ask, talk to you, have a conversation instead of going behind his back and find out this information. But that was all.
My thing was, I think his sort of honor was eclipsed by his shame in the fact that as a student and all seriousness,
No, I
yeah,
agree.
that's
100%
true.
agree.
He did say that.
Yeah, he said he was so ashamed as student council president that he does not know every student.
And to
Yeah.
add that Yuga's a high executive in Goha, and he still doesn't know the stuff. Like
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
should know all the stuff on
Who
them.
was our student council president?
I don't think we really.
I don't remember.
Do we
There
have
was
one?
one. No, there
Yeah.
was.
It was,
I just don't remember. It's
was
probably in the
Gakuto.
yearbook.
No, ours.
Oh, for our high school?
Yeah.
We didn't have
Thomas.
one.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Maybe.
No,
No, we
did.
didn't. I don't think we did.
We did.
Student
Yeah,
council was a thing.
I
Yeah,
guess.
Yeah.
it was.
So was the bottle cappers, but they'd all get drunk every Friday
That
night.
is also true. That is also true.
It's like the DARE program.
And actually, who was a famous bottle cap?
Calibre.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
I don't think so.
He was a bottle capper.
Was he?
Of
He
course.
actually
He was in one of those things, yeah.
Oh, no, we're not calling it.
Because wasn't the guy that ran that was the same one that was our coach? What-
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Obe. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Obermeyer?
There it
I'm
is.
glad. See, I'm glad I didn't say what I was gonna say
What are you gonna say?
because I was gonna say something that we used to joke about making him seem like he was.
Oh, he did. He did. There's no joke there. It happened.
So the fact that you said his full name, then now I can't say that.
What do you know who this person is? What are you talking to me? They don't know
Someone
where
could
we
look
live.
up our town name, that last name, and try to see if that
They
makes.
don't know where we
Dylan lives at.
Thank you for the dono.
So I did close the poll.
43 Hunt Street, Texas.
I'm interested to see how the poll ended.
Also, before you do that, someone was asking bottle cappers. Do I want to know? Yeah, it's just high schoolers who go to middle school and say, "Hey, kids, don't drink." Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
So
that's-
102 votes, 76% said the episode was good. they'd give it a 7 to a 10.
Wow.
20% said it was okay. Only 1%, so only one of the 102 voters
bad.
said it was
That's
bad.
not bad. I like those
Really
odds.
good.
But I'd agree with that. I mean, Pete felt it was okay. I liked it a
I thought it was
lot.
good.
Treasure thought it was good. Nick T liked it a
And
lot.
you're gonna
so.
hit me after the stream ends because I said it was okay.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's-
Bad for the brand.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So you didn't talk highly enough of it. This only
They call me Yu-Gi-Oh! Echo
Thank
Chamber
you
everything, bro.
for the
I do that first
dono.
half, yeah.
You work for Konami, don't you?
I'm a Konami shell.
Echo Chamber.
Hey,
everything?
I was trying to watch the stream because I know I haven't been here in a while.
Yeah.
I was trying to watch the link a couple weeks ago, and it didn't work. So, what was that about?
Oh.
You usually run those links, so like I was confused. Like, did you have a problem on your end,
Yeah.
or
You're I want to
fraud.
make an announcement. Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything is a fraud.
So I'm making a call on post on my Twitter.com.
That's disgusting.
Oh,
Was there any other key? I mean, we can talk about Nanaho for a little bit. I know for a while we have all been begging, please do something on screen dialogue related, and finally she does. Episode 8 of 13 into the arc. What were your thoughts on Nanaho?
Anana? Again, I'd like.
You've put all of your stock this arc into her.
I said she's the villain. It has to be. They Yuo keeps saying, "Oh, I have a master plan," and they've come back to him like for like what, a quick little line.
he's the overarching figure.
Yeah, but that's what we wanted. We don't want. We
that's
want
exactly
you.
what I want.
We and you agree. We wanted to be that villain for a time, a long period of time. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh shows do that, but no, I have all my eggs in Nanaho's basket. I'm excited to see what she does. She just came
Thank
off really
you for
intimidated.
the
She
dono.
jumps out of like a skin-like suit,
Yeah.
and so do her subordinates. All of a sudden, they're all there, and then they kind of like put doubt in the team.
Yeah.
So if this is how you treat a friend, how are you gonna beat? This is how you treat a friend? You gonna beat us? You think you can beat
Yeah.
us? And we're in sync, and you guys are trying to go behind your friend's back.
Yeah.
Like
It
that's
plants the seeds of doubt.
Thank you.
Plants the
And
seeds
so
of doubt.
I like that, and also something about the eyeshadow or the ninja mask.
Yeah.
It just makes her look more
The
intimidating.
design's cool.
I was
Even
a
though
fan.
she's a ladybug on her
Yeah,
head.
because it's the darkness, right? That's an
Yeah.
anime trope. The darkness over the eyes
Yep.
implies something
Yes.
sinister.
So yeah, no, I'm very excited to see what Nanaho does. She only, I wish she had more time. Wish there was a longer arc. She only had more than 5 episodes to do it. But
Like Pete said earlier, I feel like I wish this had happened earlier.
yes,
Yeah.
oh my god, episode
Because
like
this
4,
keeps me
3.
interested.
Oh
Yeah.
my
This I like a
God.
lot.
Well, you know, it's and I saw someone, and I think they wrote it. It was either on Twitter or it was in some forum that I was browsing, and it was an interesting statement that I don't disagree with, where they said, unpopular opinion about this arc. I don't think this arc has been bad.
Yeah.
I actually think the 13 episode formula is the problem, and not necessarily the arc. I don't disagree with that. If
I
this
don't fully
if this arc was 26 episodes and we still had 20 episodes to go, I'm
yeah, then
fine
there's
with
no
where we
problem.
are.
Well, that's because there was some.
Because it's all in perception. It's all in
Yeah.
perception. But the problem is, this now happens in the second half of the arc, and if it's a 26 episode arc, this would happen in the first half of the arc, and then you can set up for more time. But
Right.
and
but
obviously,
there-
didn't
Yeah,
happen.
I would say the pacing would still be a little off, but excuse me, from a storytelling perspective, if it were a 20 episode arc, I'd be like, yeah, it's forgivable because we're still able to get from where we were to where we want to be.
Yeah.
This I doubt we're really gonna truly get to where we want.
I mean, boys, we have 5 episodes left.
Exactly.
And episode number 1 is Yuga versus Tiger round 2. Episode number 2 is a swirly episode.
Yeah.
Then we have an unknown third episode, and then probably one duel for 4 and 5.
Which you would imagine probably involves Nanaho?
Yuga Nanaho
Yeah.
again,
Yeah, that's
I
like,
guess.
where Yuga
Even
wins the
though-
rematch.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Even though, yeah, he already.
And it kind of
he
repeats
already
that formula.
Took it. So,
I don't know.
'cause
Again,
it's not even going to go with that formula where he
Unless-
loses
Oh,
and
'cause he
wins.
won already.
He already won.
unless it's not a 13 episode arc. But again, keep in mind, every arc has been 13. The arc that was 15 episodes, we got word that it was 15 episodes around this time, if not earlier,
Yeah.
in that arc. So I'm pretty sure when that 15 episode arc announcement came, it wasn't like 10 episodes into the arc. I think it was like 4 or 5 episodes in.
What if you have this be a two arc, like I don't know how to word this, like a 2-arcer kind of thing,
Yeah, I'm fine with
where
that.
Nanaho at the you're ending this arc, Nanaho wins, and that's the kind of like that reeling thing that we talked about. We want, because again with a longer arc you wouldn't have to do this, but with only a 13 episode, you want to start something new in the next one. Maybe have Nanaho take control of Goha or something, and then go build on that, and they have to kind of go up through the ranks again or something. I doubt it's obviously
I get what
crack
you're
theory,
saying, though.
but it'd be interesting instead
I
of
like
rushing
that.
this in 4 episodes. You know,
I
or
like
5
that.
episodes.
I do like that.
I think that'd be cool. So have your pro tag lose in a situation where, like, I mean, unfortunately, Yuga's lost a lot, and I'm not a fan of that. But in this case, it would work well to like set up, make your villain look really, and then also maybe Yuga comes out and like and Yuga and Nana are BFFs. Yuga plan for Nana, then
That'd be great.
oh, that'd be cool, right?
I still think the golden ticket to incredibly legitimizing a villain, and I love what you just said, is not actually Yuga, but it's Luke. Have Luke
needs to
the
lose.
villain.
Yes, or
and that's how you end an
Yeah,
arc.
have
that
Luke be
seems
in
to
this. Luke
never
Nanaho.
happen. Ever.
Oh, he will
Nanaho.
lose. He's not going to go into
Thank you for the
Another
dono.
30 episodes. Oh,
Yeah, but he will lose.
Wait. So is Playmaker really gonna beat Bowman 3 times in a row?
I'm not gonna. Just
We can't
outright
tell
say
you
it,
that.
Yeah.
He is. He's not gonna
We
lose.
can't.
Is it? But like,
Maybe he does them 4 times. I don't know.
probably do. Well, it's not 0-9 Shingo. I know that. So at least
No,
it's
we're not
0-9.
talking about 0-9.
You live
Shingo.
that guy.
Don't get me started on 0-9 Shingo, let me tell you. But obviously, we have to make our picks for Tiger Yuga round 2, and we have to discuss that summary and the 77 title,
yeah, that's
and we will do that definitely coming up. What did you think of this duel? Quick question. Did you like Asana Roa more or less than Asana Nail?
Come on, dude.
Is
Is that even a
legitimate
question?
Well, I
Come
guess-
on, really?
What is that a talking point for you?
I guess,
What do you?
Holy shit!
Who do you think we are?
Oh my god!
I think it'd be a great guest on like a talk show.
You would be amazing. You're Monty Williams. Is that really your question? Like you stayed up all night thinking of that?
No,
okay,
it's not even close. No, the nail one.
Nah,
the
Nail
Asana
Asana was great. That was like a top 5 on the
Jesus
show.
Christ.
Also, I'm concerned that you think Shingo is such a joke because I saw a thumbnail for him.
When did that get made?
I don't know. I saw this a lot. I've had this picture saved since August.
I've never seen that
No,
picture
I'm
in my life. That's a ranking every duel
You
thumbnail.
used that, didn't you?
No, I've never seen that picture in
Oh,
my
It
life.
was
Hold on.
familiar.
I'm gonna send it to you. You can pull it up.
No, give it to me. I've never seen this in my life.
I don't know. That kind of looks.
It looks like
you.
something you would do.
It looks like one of your thumbnail guys might.
No, it
do.
does look like my thumbnail guide. Is it rendering in?
I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
a little
wait.
blurry.
Wait for it.
I think it's too much light on it.
Oh, wait. All right, let it render in. Hold
They'll
it.
get the idea. They'll get the idea. It's
I was
fine.
gonna drop the phone.
But for those of you who couldn't tell, because of the way it literally, his eyes are like doing the meme glow thing.
And also for any of you that look for that video, it is not
oh
happening.
wait, hold on.
What?
What is he holding? Oh, that's amazing.
It's
Wait,
me
wait.
and you in this.
Oh no!
Wait, who?
Now you have to use that as a thumbnail.
And actually, the characters that are in the circle on that thumbnail are characters that he's dueled. They're silhouettes of characters
Yeah,
he's dueled.
that's genius.
You need to make this a thumbnail.
That's
now.
actually
Wait,
great.
was this your guy?
No!
Are you
I wouldn't.
sure?
No, I never would have commissioned them to make a meme thumbnail.
Also, I don't know why. In
It's
the top
got to be
left
the
corner
same
it says
person who made
sexy.
that and who made sex.
Yeah.
Who made Salaryman Calibre.
Does anyone want to? Does anyone want to come forward and say?
It was Plebo. Plebo. It's definitely
It's
Plebo.
definitely.
It's
Plebo.
definitely
Yeah,
him.
hold on. I'm gonna try it again.
Send
real
it to
quick.
me. Send it to me. And I'll blow
He's
it
the
up.
one with the house, right? Where he made the dough and
Yeah.
everything house.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Send it to me and I'll blow it
I'm
up.
gonna email it to you. Gmail. There we go.
While Nick T's getting that for me, gonna read some donations. Thank you to everyone who donated. X-Slayer, special shout out to you, man, for the 50. Thank you so much. Thank you to Dark Emperor J for the $2 donation. I have a question. Do you think Yu-Gi-Oh back then expects Sevens? Do you think Yu-Gi-Oh back then, except Sevens, should have implemented more romance? Would you like it if they showed more romance like Judai and Asuka or Yusei and Aki? Somehow I feel fans would have liked that. I actually think that it would have added. Romance done well, I think, only increases the...
Yeah, romance
I
in
agree
the
to
sense
that.
of a kid-like romance. Like I don't need anything.
Oh, I don't want to see any scenes.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
no.
even mean that. I mean like.
But a kiss would have been fine. I wouldn't have had an
I
issue with
honestly
that.
just like the romance in the sense that the connection it brings to two people, that they fight like they risk their lives for the other person. Like I
Yeah.
like that.
Right.
idea.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah. Obviously, I wouldn't want to see anything beyond maybe like a kiss at the end. I would
Yeah,
have been
of course
fine with
not.
that.
Yeah.
It's just anything else wouldn't have really felt like Yu-Gi-Oh. And for Sevens, yeah, I mean, obviously,
Sevens, like I feel
he
like
said except Sevens.
Yeah, oh,
Because
right,
Sevens is
Sevens.
a little too young.
I feel like a kiss on the cheek, like and a blush would actually be kind of cute. But like again,
I mean,
not...
Pokemon did it with Ash and Serena.
Exactly. That's fine. Like that's not even like.
I don't think it would have been too much of a disaster, but obviously, Yu-Gi-Oh really has never went down that route. But good question. Pink Penguin, thank you for the $2 tip. Hi, Dylan, Pete, Dredger, and Nick T. Hope you were all well. Thank you, Pink. I really liked the episode. The duel was solid. Roa won without fusion hype. That's true, actually. He did win without fusion.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is setting up Nanaho possibly tearing the main crew apart and turning them against each other. Listen, in a show that is probably never going to have life or death stakes, this is the most serious ramifications that I think you're probably going to get. The bonds of friendship.
Yep.
And I think it can work if it's done well, and I think Nanaho could really...
Bonds.
Beyond time.
The bonds be on time too.
Boom. Confirmed. That's what Go Rush is. Holy shit, we just figured it out.
I gotta stop the stream. I gotta record a video. Sorry.
I gotta record the video before anyone else can.
Ping, thank you for another $2 donation. I've honestly liked this arc. It's a bit crazy, but more slice of life, and it's nice because recently it's been duel nonstop. Gakuto Zombie was fun. Yuga round 2 was wholesome at the end, and Roa versus Asana was dope. Yeah.
Agreed.
You know what? Honestly, maybe. I mean, again, I don't think the arc has been great, but there have been highlights. The thing is, as standalone episodes, I think a lot.
That's
I've
what
said
we were
it.
saying,
I think a lot of the episodes have been good. It's just from an overall continuity perspective, it's been a little choppy. But I'm happy you're enjoying the arc, Pink, and hopefully they will keep delivering. So thank you so much for the donations. Mega Karibo, thank you for the Satan donation, 666. I really enjoyed this episode. I feel a lot better about the future of Sevens again. See, this is what one good episode can do for a lot of people.
Ending of a good episode.
Yeah. And I'm happy Roa finally got a big win. Didn't expect Nanaho to start doing things already, but I have high hopes for her. Hope to see more of her and Yuo. That would be a great scene. I think you were the one who said it. If Yuo and they revealed they were somehow working together.
See, I'm on the other side of that.
You are two separate groups.
I love when there's
Let's look
like
at that.
multi-sides of a threat where
Yeah.
nobody likes each other and
That's
it's
true.
all working in the same arena.
Yeah, well, I mean, either way, I think it's going to be a win-win, so I'll be happy either way. But yeah, Mega, I'm feeling a lot better about it as well. Lorena, thank you for the $5 donation. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone on the podcast and everyone watching. Happy Thanksgiving, Lorena.
Happy Thanksgiving.
That phone call completely killed me with laughter. I hope Cal feels better soon because I'm sure he was drunk or something. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
You'll feel it tomorrow.
very drunk.
Yeah.
Also, I'm glad Roa won. He needed it more than Asana. Even though I was rooting for Asana, I agree
Yeah,
with
we
that.
agreed with that.
Roa, I think, needed it more.
needed
I don't
it.
think Asana needed the win.
No.
But, I mean, either way,
Yeah.
two Titans. Solid Snack, thank
Two
you
Titans is right.
for the $4 donation. Appreciate it. Fun episode. Really happy Roa beat Asana. Now we just need Nail to beat Roa to complete the rock, paper, scissors between the three.
True.
Really loving Nanaho as a villain, but really hoping this arc will remain chill and she'll have another full arc to shine. Go Rush seems hype just for having some Jump Festa news, but I'm very worried it's just going to be a mobile game. I've been hurt too many times before, LOL. As a big Gundam fan, I think there's a lot of Gundam announcements that come out that end up being mobile
There's
games.
there's mixed feelings in the Gundam fandom about mobile games.
Yeah.
I actually, so the other day, I remember we were talking about Gundam. Like, what the hell's a Gundam? Like, I'm like,
Thank you,
and
Solid.
I Google
Yeah.
it, and it's those freaking robot dudes.
Yeah, dude.
I remember that show.
Yeah.
I watched it as a kid. I'm
You
like,
probably watched Wing
yeah, whatever the one I was a kid.
on Toonami. Yeah,
Yeah,
there was
probably.
actually there's a few on Toonami.
I just also,
but-
and I had the action figures and stuff.
Yes, shit's
I remember.
dope, dude.
So when you guys are talking about, I was always so in the dark, like, what the hell are they talking about? And then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I was at work, I had nothing to do. Sitting there, and I'm like, oh, I know this. So I wanted to make sure
I do actually appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you remember watching
It's
it.
I
funny
actually
because I
checked it
was
out.
editing an old episode right before I got here, some stuff for my channel. And we also talk about Gundam, and this guy starts the conversation.
I
And
always
so I was
do.
like,
That's what it-
This guy loves his
Dude, I
Gundam.
love Gundam, dude.
There
Oh,
you
but to add what Solid Stack was saying, they've been burned. Like they'll announce it, and just like either take. There was supposed to be an Iron Blooded Orphans mobile game. I think it's still seen the light of day. So we'll see. So I think he just feels burned by the fact that if it's a mobile game announced, who knows if we're gonna get it or when.
Yeah, that's. I think that's what he was telling me about actually.
Yeah, so
I think you and him would get along well.
I know. It seems like we've had a lot of like good like conversations in
Yeah,
chat.
absolutely. So solid snack. We will
Good
talk
job.
very soon,
Yeah.
my man. Thank you, my friend. Flail IPS, thank you for the $2 tip. Hey everyone, just watched the episode last night. I love how Asana put that boy in his place. Absolutely. Gagato, I'm ashamed of you. And finally, I love how Asana is such a true friend too. Roman, take a seat. My new favorite girl character is Asana.
There you go.
Wow.
I mean, I've got to be honest.
Their little team up there at the end.
Yeah, I'm
right.
Asana's on Roman's level. I would say that. She's
agree.
been phenomenal.
She's a G.
She's
Like I could tell her something, and I know I could trust her to keep a secret
Yeah.
or have.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
easy,
she's not gonna be
yeah.
spreading lies about you. Or
I mean, there's a real good chance by the end of the show, Asana might actually be ahead of Roman.
Yeah.
That'd be
For
cool.
me.
I could see that.
Depends on how much time they give her.
Right, exactly. It really all
Asana's base
it all it's on his base. It all goes out. Flail IPS, thank you. 3 more here on my end, then we'll get to some supers. Limestone, thank you for the $10 donations. Pete came back, probably tired of all the filler. This guy, he probably is. We're very happy to have him back.
of these guys.
Oh, that's what it really is. Also, Pete and Dredger, what are your favorite starters? I assume Pokemon. Favorite Pokemon starters.
Oh, you have to go Gen. I can't just pick one Gen.
How about you think about it while I read one more?
All right, go.
Was there one after?
Yep,
Yeah.
Church of Flapple.
What Gen?
Church
We
of
go to
a
Ridge?
Chapel
Or
of
we going,
Flapple. I love you. Thank you for the $2 donation.
question.
Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything is a fraud. Since you can't
Love it.
beg Konami enough money to fix your links, take my money to fix your shitty links. The guy whose literal username is Grateful User Keck. That is the guy who called me a fraud in the live stream on like Move.3 where you can watch TV
You're a
Tokyo
fraud,
live
dude.
streams when the stream was down. I guess I have to announce this. I do not control whether those streams are actually up or not. I don't stream TV Tokyo for everyone to watch. That's why I didn't do a stream on Saturday because the stream was down. But someone said I was
This is
a
news to
fraud.
me.
I couldn't make an announcement.
Well, dude, seeing that guy's chat though, especially was like, okay, he calls you a fraud, and then he's like, can anyone get me a link? And everyone's like, no, it's down. And then he just said, useless moron. Effing useless moron.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, this guy is aggressive.
And his username was Grateful User.
hilarious.
Kind of an ironic
It's
username.
very ironic.
Chapel, thank you so much. We're going to read some supers.
Did you read 2 for solid? Were there 2?
There were 2. I did read
okay.
2.
I wasn't
When
sure if
there's
you
2 back-to-back, I combine them. That's why I said 4.
I just wanted to make sure. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we can end on one that can
Thank
transition
you
into
for
Tiger
the
Yuga
dono.
after maybe 5 to 10, that would be great.
All right, let me check
So
this
coming
one.
up, we have 76 summary, and we're making our formal picks for Tiger versus Yuga round 2, and the episode 77
Thank you
title, and where
for
we
the
think after the
dono.
swirly episode in 77, how does this arc end? We are all going to go around the table and predict our final duel for this arc.
Oh, we are?
So start thinking about that.
Oh, Lord.
Pete, Dredger, favorite starter Pokemon.
I just looked. I think
What are you going with?
I might go Torture.
Really?
Nice.
Torch? I
Good
like
answer,
that.
good answer.
I like
Yeah,
that
it's a
one.
good answer.
That's a good one.
Good
Blaziken's
answer.
pretty fire. Oh god, I don't. This is a tough question. I'm like a little biased because I kind of alligator stuff, so I go Totodile.
Yeah.
I like Totodile.
Fair.
No, it's good.
Fair choice.
Yeah. Again, if I went gen by gen, it'd be a whole. We'd be here for hours.
Yeah,
So,
the Totodile and Torchic.
yeah.
Both great picks.
Tote. Love it.
Tortu.
That's the fusion when we combine it.
Wow. That
Oh
sounds
my!
terrifying.
Imagine a water fire type.
Actually,
That'd
you know
be
what?
so broken. Oh my god. Let's make.
I'm gonna find some point
And
tonight.
Dredge is gonna just be out there on a stream. Fusion.
Yeah.
People don't
It's
understand
Totodile.
what the hell is going on.
Wait. Nick T's. Oh wait, Nick T's actually doing
I'm
it.
gonna do
Hold
it.
up.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh shoot, he is. All right, hold
This
up.
guy was already ready with a generator.
What the hell?
I don't
Let's
like
see.
that.
Here we go. Ready, guys?
Oh boy, fusion.
There we go. Oh, I like. There you go.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Coda Chick.
that's pretty-
Let's. Can we flip him? Can we flip? Oh, what the?
It wants you to buy.
No, I don't want to buy.
Buy.
I want you to buy. Can I evolve it?
Evolve it. Oh my! This is
Oh,
actually
dude,
kind of
this
cool.
is kind of a cool.
Yeah, I need to download this.
Oh,
Wait,
Okay. I could also flip it. That's kind of cool. But let's see.
We got to get.
It's an alligator
what's
chicken.
that final form? We need to know.
Oh, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, we got to get a final form.
All right, one more. And then we'll get some. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. We got distracted. I could sit here for hours.
I
Yeah,
would
let's-
do
Listen,
this.
ask this question.
Let it be known.
Wait. Let's see.
This one looks tight though.
Oh yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah, I'm
oh,
feeling
Dylan,
that.
Dylan, check
Blazigator,
that
dude.
out.
Tell me, you win.
Come on.
Blazigator.
It does look
Let's
sick.
see if I'll flip.
on.
Let's flip him though. Let's see what if I flip the.
Fusion.
Or
that
Foralican. No, Blazigator's way
No,
better.
no, no.
Blazigator's way better.
That was awful.
that's the meme thumbnail that someone made. I don't know what's better, Zark in the right, me and Nick T as pendulum cards, or just sexy in the top left.
Dude, so good.
There's a lot of good things about that.
What a character, man, he is.
Dude, I always say he's a Chad.
He might be my favorite character in that show.
Wait, what show is that?
Arc 5.
Oh, I gotta watch Arc 5.
Yeah, watch Arc 5.
How good is
He
it?
gives a reason to watch Arc 5.
It's Arc 5.
Yeah. He
How
gives me
good is it?
life.
It's
Where would you rank Arc 5?
among all the Yu-Gi-Ohs?
Yeah,
He doesn't
I
rank
don't
his
give my
Yu-Gi-Ohs.
rankings.
Oh, okay. Check.
Where would you rank Shingo amongst all major characters in Yu-Gi-Oh shows?
You consider him the rival of Arc 5
Sure.
over Reiji? He's at the bottom.
Bottom of Rivals or bottom?
Bottom of
Bottom.
Do
rivals. He
people
might be.
actually consider him the rival over Reiji?
Some people will argue that, yeah.
Why?
So, because I guess he got more duels and more screen time.
You know, when there's a lot of information, people tend to get lost. You know.
Yeah,
We'll get lost in
I don't know.
A
Even
lot of
after like the
information, you know.
final episode, like the final duel,
Yeah.
they still say that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. Yeah, my bad. That's
All
my
right,
fault.
no,
I went
okay,
on a
no,
tangent.
No, that's. We've
Very
got
good.
5 doll hairs from Drago77 Blue.
Thank you, Drago.
The Asana vs. Roa duel was better than Luke vs. Roa, but I do find some flaws with it being so short just when getting good between the two.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, that's
Should've been
there's
longer.
no lies detected.
Yep.
I think the length of the duel in terms of what you just said, Drago, I think might keep it out of a top 10 for me.
Yeah.
I did have a little bit of an issue with the length of the duel, so I would agree with that, Drago. Thank you so much for the Superman.
Thanks.
So I said I should consider Shingo the main character.
Now that's a chibi anime I would watch, no doubt.
Just him being a Chad.
Like that. And just
He's a Chad, by the way.
remember the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3 who was just
He's
pointing
like-
down the street? That's what
I
I
think
want
girls
with
are
Shingo.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Wait, are you coming to Spider-Man?
We're coming to Spider-Man.
Did you have an event set up?
Dylan's setting up an event.
Yeah.
And I wasn't invited.
No,
No,
you're
I
going.
already talked to you
We're
about it.
literally waiting.
We're literally planning around your work. We're like, when's
Dude, let's do it, bro.
Let's
I'm
do it.
ready. We have to see it as soon as possible because spoilers.
Oh god, I hate
Well, the
it.
issue is also it's dropping in the UK early,
Yeah,
so that's a huge issue.
Yeah.
I do not see.
Yeah.
We have $5 more from Jack Knight.
Hey,
Thank you,
Not
Jack.
I don't know if I said more, but we have $5 from Jack Knight. God has landed. I don't know what that's in reference to.
Is that all he said?
No, there's more.
That's
Don't
the
worry.
first sentence. That
But
was
I don't
his
know.
opening sentence. I was like, whoa.
Starting strong.
Episode was
P-O-Y.
Poyo?
Fuego?
No, I don't know.
I knew-
Poyo.
I knew I was going to do that.
Dill, what's your favorite legendary dragon? I like Timaeus.
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 Mine is on Timaeus as well, definitely.
We have custom.
We have custom fusions for our series for the dragons.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
dope.
excited to see more of your series,
Yeah, it's
Jack.
that Orichalcos thing, right?
Yeah, Orichalcos. Season 4. A very important season. Did you watch Season 4 or you missed it?
Season 4 of what?
Duel Monsters.
Okay, I wasn't gonna go there. You wanted to go there.
How
Just
far are you?
know you did this to me. So, when I came back into Dylan's life, about a year or two
Thank
ago.
you
Longer than
or
that.
for the dono.
Probably. We'll just go with that. Makes the story better. Makes it more epic. So I come and I'm like, hey, man, the Yu show's great. What Yu-Gi-Oh should I watch? So I go, hey, I've watched Duel Monsters. I've watched the first 3 seasons. Oh, you don't really need to watch seasons 4 and 5. Is what
You
he
said that to
His
him?
exact words to me. He's like, go watch 5Ds. I'm like, all right, go watch 5Ds. I love 5Ds. And then after 5Ds, I'm what should I watch next? He's like, well, what have you watched? And I told him this a couple months ago. Oh, you really need to watch season 4 and 5 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, oh, and while you're at it, watch it subbed, obviously. I'm
Obviously.
like, are you? Now I gotta watch the whole show subbed. So yes, I have never watched 4 and 5. I've never watched all of Duel Monsters subbed. So that's on my list of things to do.
Yeah, you should watch it.
I think
Son of a.
when I started, I watched like the first entire season of years ago of GX dubbed. And
Yeah.
you
Oh, classic.
hated me.
Classic.
And you said, and you were like,
I'm a
"There's-
big
you
sub
have
guy.
to watch sub, dude." And I was like,
For
"Why?" And then I
GX.
said specific lines, and you almost looked like you wanted to punch me.
Yeah, because they changed the story so much in that particular show.
Well, I watched that video you made.
Did you?
Well, you told me to watch it because you're like, yeah, you don't need to watch it. Just watch this video instead.
I'm happy you watched it, man. Thank you.
You're still.
Listen,
Anyway,
I don't
Jack,
know, it's
thank
all
you.
right, man. I don't know, it's all right.
Long story short, to make a long story
Yeah,
short,
bring it in.
Get in there.
Jack,
Making
thank
sure
you.
to do
There
it
you go. That's
long.
nice. I needed
Yeah,
that, you know?
right. Dig in.
Oh, yeah. Dig in. Right there.
We have 25 Canadian from
Wow.
Sin Cloud.
Sin! Did
Sin.
Sin complete their project?
Let's find out. Hi, you guys. I officially finished Yugi vs. Kaiba, And that's
Go,
Battle City
baby.
Finals, by the way.
I know it is.
Let's go, baby.
It's on my website now. You'll find it under videos. It's at the bottom of the page. I've requested for Dylan to react to it for December's video. Please watch to the end.
Yeah, we absolutely will.
Cannot wait.
I will watch it. Someone may be joining me, but that will be out. We will have that for you in December. And so, thank you. I probably won't be able to make that public because there will be obviously footage from Battle City.
Right.
So YouTube, it would just be too risky to upload it on. But I'll do it unlisted or private, and I'll send you it.
Do a Vimeo.
Could do Vimeo, yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what Sin, I think, used for a while. But Sin, thank you so much for another generous donation. I'm very excited to watch that clip and react to it. Thank you so much, Sin. I'm very excited for that.
Heck yeah.
Favorite duel?
We have $5 from Philip Rosewood.
Thank you, Phil.
He said, "This is a good episode. Like with last week, Queen Asana. Son, so glad we're getting back to the actual story. Can't wait for Majin Tiger to scream her way to victory."
I like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Should have, like, a
it's
sick
very
M on
chill.
my head.
Do we have another one that leads into Tiger Yuga, or should we end there, Nick T?
That might be a
might be a good
good
one.
place.
How many more do you have, super chat wise?
A lot. A decent amount.
15, 20.
Yeah, read a few more then.
A few more, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
We have 5 more from Nicholas. 5 pounds from Nicholas Horton.
Thank you, Nick.
Hi everyone. After watching the trailer for the Sevens game, we might have the dub names for Gakuto and Ranze, Gavin and Rain.
Yep, definitely.
Those are not egregious. I like that.
Yeah, I don't
Kind of
dislike
like Rain.
either of those. Yeah.
Kind of like Rain.
Gavin's. I think
Yeah.
Gavin. I
It
think Gavin
looks
is
like
a
a
fitting
Gavin.
dub name.
It makes sense.
He looks like a Gavin.
He looks like a Gavin.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, but Nicholas, very excited for that game. I'll be streaming it here on Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything December 7th when it drops, so stay tuned for that.
If his name is Gavin, what do you think they're gonna make his Gaku Ting name?
Gavating.
I feel like it's gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
Gavining.
Like, are they just gonna? I don't know.
Gav King.
Gallivanting.
Gallivant.
I like it.
That's
Let's do
why.
it.
There we go.
Down.
It's gonna be silly.
I want it to be something that doesn't even make any sense. I want it to be like Gerard. Like that's his name that he changed.
King Gerard or something like King Gerard.
They
or
might just
something.
like do like MC Gavin or something.
Oh my god, that would actually be pretty
Please.
funny.
Oh, that would be
Yes,
good.
Okay, I'm in.
MC Gavin.
Or
Thank you so
MCG or
much for
something.
the super, Nick. I appreciate
I got
it.
an announcement to make at this tournament.
Are there
Yeah.
are there a couple that are for you guys specifically?
Like us?
I could find. Yeah, there's at least one.
Yeah, because I have to use the restroom.
Yeah,
real
you
quick.
go,
Is
bro.
there?
Yeah,
Right.
we don't need you.
I'll be right back, and then we're going over 76.
Hold on. We've got 50. Before you go, real quick. 15. Long time no see.
Who?
15.
Oh, 15.
15.
Oh my god,
15.
15.
The $2 he said, "Happy Thanksgiving, everyone."
Hey, I'm gonna jump back on camera. Happy Thanksgiving, 15. Hope you've been well. Good to see you, my friend.
Hope
Thank
you're
you
still
so
here.
much, dude. Wow, that's a blast from the
People
past.
Right.
before MC Gavin.
MC Gavin. There we go.
Yeah. Oh,
Mark
here you go.
my words.
Philip asked Nick T a question.
Yeah, so I got a question for me.
Yeah, of
Philip
course.
Rosewood with $5. Thank you, Philip. Nick T, who is your most hated Gundam character? Mine are Kujan and Jasly from IBO. I love Nina Trinity from Double O, and Shin from Destiny was mishandled. So you're gonna
Drop it.
It would probably be Shin from Destiny.
Wow.
He was mishandled, and that's why I hate him. It's not his fault as a character.
You are correct. I hate you.
Yeah, it's not his fault. You know, they just wrote him poorly. He's supposed to be the main protag of Destiny, but instead he was a whiny little bitch
Oh my god.
who ended up
Say how you feel.
who ended up turning. And then they brought in 2 of the old protagonists and be like, actually, these are the protagonists.
What?
That seems like bad writing.
Same continuity.
Yeah.
Same continuity. So
love
like
that
it was
writing.
a couple years, and they're like, actually, this one guy, he was actually like the best friend character.
Gotcha.
Best friend though.
Actually, sort of rival, I guess. They brought him in, and he became the protag.
I hate when
It was very
shows do
no, but like it was just because Shin was so unlikable. Like you're like, oh, I'm supposed to be rooting for this guy.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be my protagonist. I hate him though. He's just not likable.
I don't like when shows, like sometimes for better or for worse, the writer sets out with a vision, and then the fan base just reacts, sometimes fairly and sometimes unfairly to it, and then they have to make these rush changes, and just it ruins the direction of the show.
Exactly.
I hate that.
Yeah, that's probably my answer. But thank you for asking, Philip. Also, I've what's on my nails. It's It's basically
Gray?
just gray. It's basically
Yes,
just gray, but there
gray.
are some hints of purple down there.
I want a specific color of gray that is.
I don't have a name for
I
it.
want a slate gray. That's what I'm gonna
I'll
say.
give you.
You pull a hammy? Oh shoot, Dill, you pull
I'll
a
take a
hammy?
picture of the
You good?
bottle. It's got. they've
Ah,
got
he pulled
all-
the hammy.
He's out for the season.
It's out of the season.
What's one fun thing I
Hey,
found
Dill,
about
I'm playing
nail
your
polish
fantasy this week. You ready?
is that they've all got like nothing says gray or green.
I don't know. You have
It's
a
all got
chance.
names.
You have
They've
Devo
got
and
very-
Zavante.
It's like I think
I'm
of it
nervous of
very
those
much like
two.
crayons.
Yeah, it's like crayons.
Though
But
I
even
know what
worse, like
last
something will
week,
just be called
Joe-
like.
I had Jonathan Taylor.
I have one, an
and
orange
did
one
this
that
up-
Kelly
Herbert,
gave
I
me
know
called
it.
Yes,
pumpkin.
Taylor
One
and
seven.
Taylor and Swift. I'm pretty sure outscored Joe's whole team.
Yeah.
So thank you for
Yeah.
asking, Avery.
It was insane.
Yeah.
I did these the
Taylor
best
wouldn't
yet.
have as good a day. He plays
Best I've done
last
yet.
week. What does he
Um,
play? I don't
He's
even
been
know.
watching some streams.
I have Swift tomorrow.
no,
I
I've just
gotta
been
watch.
taking my time
Lions.
He's on those
yeah.
and
Kelly
using a button.
streams.
Yeah. I've been letting them dry. It's really, if I rush it, it goes bad. I'll do just one more that's not really directed towards anyone specifically. $5 from Electric Kevin.
Thank you, Kev.
He said, "How's BDSP so far, everyone? Also, I was grinding for the second gym and found a random shiny Zubat.
Oh, that's pretty high.
Lucky you,
Very
I'm
diamond
still looking for a
shiny.
shiny Zubat.
I know a
Oh
lot
my
of people.
Yeah, I don't
God.
have a shiny Zubat either. It's a little BS.
Congrats on the shiny, man. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Especially Brilliant Diamond. That's pretty cool.
I am
Shiny.
playing Shining Pearl Nuzlocke tomorrow. I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Saturday morning at 4 a.m. I know that sounds very weird, but that's because I'm doing a 24-hour stream over on Twitch. Black Friday, the second Black Friday stream I'm doing that is a 24-hour stream. We are starting on the 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with Mario Party Superstars. At around 11 p.m., we're switching over to Fall Guys. And then at 4 a.m., leading up until episode 76, pre-show and watch-along, which is going to be on Twitch. So that's going to be on Twitch this weekend, not YouTube. Again, 76 pre-show and watch-along will be on Twitch to conclude that 24-hour stream. If you don't follow me on Twitch, link is right there in the description below. And yeah, very exciting to play BDSP for the first time. So I'm very excited, Kev. I haven't played it. Has anyone else played
I
it?
haven't played it.
No,
yet.
I haven't. I don't
I
even
want
have it
to.
yet.
I have to buy it.
You have to buy it as
It's on
well.
my list of things to do.
So P doesn't have a Switch, but I think the three of us are planning on getting.
Yeah.
Well, I have it. I mean, I have it
He's
literally.
literally still,
I literally have
It's
it.
unopened.
Right
You
here.
actually
got
take
that,
it.
right?
Yeah, it's
I know what
completely unopened. So I will be busting this out. Very
How
soon.
pissed would you be on a scale of 1 to 10? You open that, no disc in there,
I'd have to order from the store, and I'd have to get a refund. I'd be very pissed.
and it's in the middle of the street.
I wouldn't.
that
I don't think.
suck.
Yeah, that would suck.
Well, no, we could do. I'll tell you off stream.
I don't like that.
Exactly.
Um,
Okay.
interesting. We have
A smiley
$5
face.
more from Philip Rosewood.
Thank you, Phil.
If this is a Zexel sequel thing, I hope that
Yeah.
out the gate they'll be wildin' with the plot. Hopefully they get a bit serious. If they do not, a movie is fine.
Yeah,
My brain didn't.
I agree. You know, a lot of people are drawing, but I would say I'm not convinced that even if it is a 7 sequel thing, it's
That'd
going
be-
to mean it's going to get darker.
I agree.
Because the thing with Zexel that I think a lot of people forget, even though Zexel 2 was, I think, a little more serious and darker than the first half of Zexel was, but Zexel 1 had its moments. Tron was a terrifying character. 4, the Arclight brothers were all pretty messed up, especially 4. And so Zexel had its episodes that were pretty dark and twisted. Sevens hasn't really given me anything like that. Sevens hasn't really given me any sort of taste. So I think going from Zexel to Zexel 2, the tone shift was there, but it made sense. To get Zexel 2 level seriousness and grittiness in what could be Sevens 2, if that's what Go Rush is, would seem a little crazy unless there was some sort of major time skip. Maybe a 5-year time skip. Then maybe I can say it.
Sure,
But,
sure.
you know, I'm more hesitant to say it will get to that point just because Sevens hasn't shown to be at that level at all. But it'll be interesting to see either way, Philip. I mean, we'll be
Thank
live here with
you
Jump Festa,
for
so
the dono.
you know, we'll be broadcasting it as it comes in, assuming it will be at Jump Festa. We don't know any confirmation on that, but yeah, thank you so much, Philip, for the super chat. Do you want to do
Yeah.
one more or?
Yeah. We'll do because this one right here is it's from Maddie Kajubino for $2. Just smiley face.
Maddie, we love you, man.
Smiles.
Thank you,
Smiles.
dude. Thank you so much, dude.
I'm gonna read 2 more if that's cool, actually.
Yeah, perfect.
Because we have $20 from Drago77 Blue.
Sorry. Thank you, Drago. I've had the Shingo thumbnail pop up.
This whole time?
No, I just popped up for a second.
I have an idea on how to make this arc better. It should have had episodes on the Goha siblings dueling for the sake of the corporation on the line. You could have had Yudan versus Blub or Yuo versus Hunt, my fave. Yuka versus Mimi.
It'd be
We
different.
already got Yuka versus Mimi, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get what you're
it'd be
saying.
different.
Did we get Yuka Mimi?
Yeah, we thought Yuka.
Didn't we?
You got Yuka Roman.
Yuka.
Yeah.
Yuka.
Yeah,
we didn't get Yuka Mimi?
No.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking
Yuka
Roman.
Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Oh, Yuka
Yeah.
Mimi would be.
You know,
interesting.
I'm good on the Blub character right now.
I don't know.
I love her.
I like Sweets Ccapacappuuu.
I love
Sweets.
Well, it's all
Ccapacappuuu.
one character, but I love her.
I don't know about that.
I will say this. I think having the siblings...
You thought episode 69 was good?
I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was the funniest episode of the arc. Yeah.
Okay.
I will say...
Wow.
Will you disagree with me, Nixie?
When we were talking about the topic of Sevens 2 being dark,
Yeah.
Shadow Rumsey said Yuga pulls the trigger on bomb in Sevens 2.
He was close to doing
He
it.
almost did.
That would actually
we
have
forget
been
that.
Yeah, we
That
do
would be
forget
great.
that.
That his near massively destructive incidents have almost happened at least a couple times.
At least a
Yeah.
couple, yeah.
And he's caught a
Absolutely.
meteor.
He's
Yeah.
caught
Yeah,
immediately.
just saying that.
Yeah, he's a pretty crazy guy. This guy's wild. I don't disagree with Drago because I think that the siblings should have a little more attention. I don't like that they've been kind of swept already after just one arc. So I think I would actually have been on board with that idea. I would have been.
I agree.
But Drago, thank you, man. Thank you so much.
And then we have $10 from Ivrea.
Yeah,
Ivrea, thank you.
Yeah, right. Happy Thanksgiving, all. Thankful for all of you.
Aw.
I hope you have a
that's nice.
lovely day tomorrow. I'll be lurking as I am packing and finishing things here, but had to say hi. Smiley face.
Well, thank you so much for the
hope you enjoy your
super.
Thanksgiving
Yeah,
food.
happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You're the
Happy
best,
Thanksgiving,
Ivrea.
Ivrea.
Thank you so much. And on that note, I think that's a great point to kind of transition.
Oh, duel. We picking duels.
Well, we're gonna get the summaries first.
If you can find it.
So,
Spoiler. He can.
Spoiler.
spoilers for anyone that doesn't want
Oh,
anything.
yeah.
well, too late. You're screwed.
I think people know the format at this point.
No, I don't think so.
No, it changes.
Episode 76. So this is this week's coming episode, and of course we have to pick on Tiger Yuga. The Merciless Tiger. Swirly has been acting odd. As Yuga and company try to figure out a way to bring him back to normal, they learn that there is a forbidden card that can control people through dueling.
Yeah.
So fascinating there.
Very
Who would enjoy doing something so terrible to other people? Since Nanaho might have something to do with this forbidden card, Yuga and Luke decide to look for her. However, standing in their way is someone they could have never expected. Obviously, Tiger. And the episode 77 title is Swirly's Revival. So some sort of card is at play. So it's not like Nanaho has these powers where she's able to manipulate people that she was born with or anything like that. It all has to do with a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Pete, initial reaction to this summary. I mean, what do you think about it? That Tiger seems to be working for Nanaho. I mean, there's a lot of weird things.
I mean, I don't believe that for a hot flipping second.
I agree.
There's got to be some mind control stuff going on there. We've seen it all arc.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Could also be someone playing Tiger, and not actually Tiger. We just saw
Ooh,
that this
that's
past episode.
That's actually a good question.
So yeah,
point.
I don't see any scenario whatsoever where a completely in her own head Tiger is gonna side with someone like this. She would kick this person's ass.
The only way I can see it playing out is not that she's necessarily siding with them, but that she doesn't want Yuga or Luke to get involved because maybe she knows about this group and she thinks it's just too dangerous. Which actually, that would probably... Well, I mean, she's shown that she's cared about Luke before. That would be pretty interesting, sort of, if she duels from that perspective. But yeah, I don't really know what to... It's just weird that Tiger is in this episode dueling. Something doesn't feel right.
Yeah, something doesn't feel right. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that she has maybe a history or some insight into this group more than we know, and really just trying to stop them from proceeding for one reason or another. Maybe danger. It's hard to say, but I don't fully believe that she's being controlled. If anything, maybe actually like being manipulated for some reason or another, but I don't think being controlled.
Yeah. Dredge, what do you think?
I'm gonna go totally different because why not?
Okay.
So this episode we saw how they have these like skins of like people we know, right? What if this isn't? She's not dueling Tiger, but they think it's Tiger.
Right.
So that would be my argument there. Be weird because that would change on like the direction of what they want to do. Because say what if it is Nanaho or one of the subordinates who's dueling Yuga actually, And it's not, and they're just trying to act like Tiger. I think that'd be difficult. I don't know that they'd be able to pull it off. And obviously the episode, but maybe the summary's trying to lead you thinking, oh, there's a card that allows you to control people. But that's not what happens here. It's actually just Nanaho or one of them doing that. So I'm intrigued to see what they do. I'm excited for the episode. Got to go for 17-0 for Pete.
Lego.
Well, we are about to make our picks. Dredger is 16-0 for Yuga versus Luke. Yuga versus Tiger, excuse me, Luke's sister. And I'm going to create a poll because I'm so interested to see where you guys are leaning here.
Hold up. Hold up. Oh, what was Cal's pick?
Cal picked Yuga.
Yeah, he never said it on the call.
Oh, we're just gonna. Usually we wait till the end.
Yeah, what
to
the
say
heck?
that. Why did you ask him?
I asked him.
No. Everyone
Me?
asked you. Usually we give that away after we've already announced.
But it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
I
it's
usually
all
I do.
good.
But if I know that information, it should be made public
Yeah,
to
sure.
you guys.
Otherwise,
That's
yeah.
true. You do have an advantage in some way.
Yeah.
In some
Pick
weird.
against Cal because
Yeah,
Cal's never right.
exactly.
All right, let me know when you boys are ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, Nick T.
I went early last
Dredger?
week. I saw that last week. My bad.
Are you ready,
There's no
Dredger?
cool
Yeah,
names.
I accidentally clicked on shit.
Yeah.
There's no cool
I've done it
names
before.
for this.
Good. Yeah,
It's
there
no
is.
cool.
No.
Okay, are we ready?
I'm putting this one.
All
Which
right.
one? I think I did that one. You said, did
Ready?
you do it? Oh, wait, what?
2,
1, send. Okay.
God damn it.
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
So
This
we.
got really. What the?
So
We're not-
I like Nick T's the best.
yeah, that was great.
That was good. So, we'll
blow it,
start
bro.
with Dredge. Who are you picking to stay alive? Actually, you're 16-0. We'll have you go last.
I like that.
I'm gonna go first. I never start.
Yeah,
You never start, bro.
I'm gonna pick Yuga. I'm not gonna think too much about this. I just don't think he can lose another duel this arc, and I think we need to progress with the story. Episode 77, you see it right below me, is about Swirly. I don't see how we get to a Swirly-based episode if Tiger wins this duel. I just think for the story, Yuga has to win. Honestly, this is a duel I'm really not looking forward to at all. I think there's a lot of more interesting matchups out there that we haven't seen. We've already seen Yuga versus Tiger. The only thing that's going to be interesting to me is how Swirly behaves if Nanaho shows up and why Tiger is doing what she's doing. Is she being possessed? But even if she is being controlled by Nanaho, I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to this episode. I'm kind of looking ahead to 77. Not going to overthink it. I think Yuga is the pretty obvious pick here, and I'm going with Yuga for the win. Nick T, who are you picking?
As I said in the message, Yuga boy.
Yuga boy.
So I kind of took the Pegasus voice there. Yeah, Yuga. I mean, pretty much exactly what you said there. I'm not going to overthink it. I just think Yuga feels like an obvious win here. If Tiger really is standing in our way to get, Swirly help, they just have to get past her. Because obviously they're not going to let Swirly, that's it. Yeah, let's back it up, boys. Swirly's done.
Swirly's dead.
I love though that he is in the state he's in right now.
Yeah.
He is caged to Kaizo.
I know.
And it reminds me so much of like a Walking Dead
Yeah,
show
keep it-
of like Michonne. Like
Yeah.
it is so much like that.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like in some way it's a reference. To
It
that.
probably is. Yeah,
That's
it probably
pretty
is. Pete, do you agree with me, Nick T, and Cal?
Yeah, easy Yuga. Not too much more to say. I think there's something nefarious going on with Tiger. Maybe it's not Tiger. Maybe she's under some spell. But I just don't see what benefits the story if Yuga loses again.
Bingo.
Yeah, I agree. Now, Dredge, are you going to make it unanimously Yuga here? You're going to put your 16-0 on the line for Yuga, or you're going to say, hey, these guys aren't undefeated like me. I don't think they're right. I'm going Tiger. Who are you picking, Yuga or Tiger? For 17-0.
Don't worry, boys. I'll take you to the promised land. 17-0. I got you.
Let's go.
Got you. Don't worry.
Yuga.
Don't worry. I got you. I got you.
God, now I know we're right.
Yeah, we're good. I'm good for the week.
God. All right, so
I'm
you're
not drinking drive on the way home.
Whoa,
Nothing can hit me.
That's
Oh
he
my
is impervious
God.
to everything. This man's invincible.
Holy crap. No, same reason you guys said.
Go
Even
drink and
if you
drive.
look at
Yes.
it from the
Disclaimer.
next episode, it says Swirly Revival. That scene we see at the end of the last episode where it was like a amusement park or like the secret base or something with Nanaho's faction, we'll call it. They have to get there, so I'm assuming Tiger's blocking them in some way. So for them to lose it, as Nick T said, yeah, pack it up, call it a day. Yeah, Swirly, you're screwed later.
Exactly.
They have to get
They have to
past
get
that
to that.
block.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like this to be something. Dylan made a good point. I'm not super excited. You know, I just kind of want to see what they do. They can make it exciting by doing some interesting stuff, but I don't know. We'll see what they do. But yeah, so I'm going Yuga 17-0. I got to beat the Undertaker streak. Because if I do, we're gonna cosplay me as the Undertaker to start one of these sevens.
Yeah, I'll get a fog machine.
Yep.
We'll do the bell. Dredger will walk in.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Undertaker went
if I
21
go
and
21-0.
You have to go 22-0.
Okay,
Taker
fine. I
went
gotta beat him.
21-0.
I gotta beat him.
Yeah, you have to beat him.
Easy. Cake. I'm gonna call Konami every week. Like, what?
And then someone has to go in. If someone picks against him and wins, he has to come in as Brock Lesnar.
Please, yes.
I'm gonna come in with like a big.
I don't think any of
dagger.
us
Tonight, I already had an outfit planned if Asana won, what I was coming in.
Oh no!
Oh,
did
really?
you?
Set up.
Oh, damn
Oh.
it, man. That's the worst.
I had a whole thing set up.
Ah.
Damn
Especially
it.
I've been gone, so like I was ready.
Oh man.
I wish she won then. I was rooting for her, but so we're all going with Yuga. I have a poll running. I'm gonna end that poll. I'm interested to see which way chat is leaning.
Let's see. 60
The
votes.
chat.
Yeah, it's
alright.
pretty what
It's
I
pretty
expected.
good. We'll see.
I expected most people to be in pretty heavy on Yuga.
Yep.
Yuga wins 87%. Tiger wins 8%. Draw no option. Should have wrote draw no result.
Yeah, why
What
do
do
you
you
say
What are you
option?
doing?
Wait, what?
that
Draw
mean?
no
No
option?
For
That
the
is not.
dono.
The duel just is like it never
I
happened.
meant to say draw no result, only 4%. So most people are leaning Yuga here. I mean, one in every about 12 people think Tiger can pull it out.
Good for
Higher
him.
than I would have thought, but you know, we'll see here.
Yeah.
We'll see if Tiger can do it. But boys, it's time to go around and chat. I want you to do this as well.
sell,
Anthony,
hold?
thank you for the follow on Twitch. Not buy, sell, hold. No.
Need the soundboard
It's
for that.
time for I want you to buy. No, we're not playing that. We are gonna go around the table
Yep.
and we are going to make another prediction.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We are going to predict, assuming it's 79 and 80 as our Arc 6 finale duel.
Is the show coming to an end?
No, we are going to predict
Yes.
what duel will occur to finish off this arc.
Okay.
Does anyone want to start?
No.
Dredger, what's your pick?
Nanaho Luke. Nanaho wins.
Wow, bro.
So Dredger,
I hope he picks that when it comes. I hope he puts his money where his mouth is because I want to see that Burbank streak go down.
what's your why do you think it'll be Nanaho Luke?
I every single finale has had Yuga in it, right? I'm pretty sure.
Everyone.
Yeah,
every single
yeah.
one. I want to see something different. You know, you really want to. You want to say Rook is your best dueling character, right? That's they've tried to hasn't lost,
Yeah, it's lost.
right?
No 0 losses.
It'll legit. You know, whoever it is, I want Luke to be in it, and I want him to lose. I want to legitimize a villain. I want to make it real, and I want it to last. You know, some time here. So I'm just thinking. Nanaho's the villain of the arc. I was gonna say Yugioh as like an off chance, but there's no shot. It's that. There's no, not a single chance. So I went with the safer bet and went whatchamacallit? Luke. I don't want to see Yuga again because in the same little thing comes at the end. You know, loses the earlier duel and then wins on the second try. That kind of thing. But with Nanaho, he beat her the first time. So
Yeah.
we're really gonna have her beat her again, and it's like, okay, cool, whatever. By Nanaho, you weren't even a threat when she's looking pretty threatening right now.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see something different. That's really my reasoning. There's no real it's gonna be right. It's more so just I want to see something different.
Well, it's definitely a shot in the dark at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to go next, and I'm going to pick the one that you already
Big.
kind of said. It's
Yeah.
just Nanaho Yuga.
Yeah.
The show has not done anything for me at this point that makes me think we are going to have an arc finale that has nothing to do with Yuga.
Right.
I hope, by the way, if I had to pick between Luke Nanaho, Yuga Nanaho, I'd pick Luke Nanaho in a heartbeat.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's not likely.
The show just hasn't proven to me that they feel comfortable
Yeah.
almost giving an arc finale two-parter to a character not named Yuga. Yuga seems to be, he has to be involved. It's almost very similar, maybe not to the extreme of when I think of Yu-Gi-Oh
named
movies.
Yuga.
Do they trust a Yu-Gi-Oh movie to be done without Yugimoto being involved? I don't think they do. And I don't think they trust an arc finale duel to not have Yuga involved. So even though I'd prefer Nanaho Luke, I think Nanaho will be in the finale duel, and I think it will be against Yuga. Nick T, who do you think it wraps up this arc?
That's tough. What? I want to say. No, I kind of want to say it's gonna be Yuga versus the unseen gentleman.
I'd like
right-
that.
Yeah, but
Pretty
I
cool.
feel like we have not enough time.
That would be my argument.
Yeah,
That's my issue. If it can't be that, Yuga Nanaho as well.
Yeah. Pete, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow suit. Yuga Nanaho just feels right. I know Yuga already beat her, and he kind of overcame his fears thanks to Luke's help in that. But I think we're gonna probably hammer that point home again with the whole ladybug thing, and there'll be some twist in there. Something Otis related, something six sibling, who may or may not be that person that erased Duo's mind. But from the duel, that's probably what's going on.
Yeah. Well, it'll be an interesting thing to keep an eye on, and I want to hear from you lovely people watching. Let us know when you can do that voting who you think this finale is going to be. Do you think it's Nanaho Yuga? Do you think it's Nanaho Luke? Do you think it's something else entirely? Let us know. We have a few more super chats to get to.
Do. We have first few more links. A bunch more links.
Linky.
Yeah, we're not going to bed.
Link.
No, we're not going to bed, bro.
Link Shoka.
Pink Penguin, thank you for the $2 donation. Have you guys played BDSP? So we already talked about this, Pink. I have 6 badges with Infernape, Star Raptor, Luxray, Floatzel, and
Oh my
Gabite for
gosh.
Diamond. I have 2 badges with Primplup, Roselia, Houndoom, Gligar, and Eevee. Excited to see Dylan play the games on Friday. Yeah, so none of us have.
Did you play them both simultaneously?
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, I haven't played any of it yet.
that is good.
I know Ivrea has, right?
Yeah, Ivrea's at badge number 5.
Dang, you gonna catch her?
Probably not. Actually, yes, I'm gonna.
No, the wrong answer.
I'm not gonna catch her. She's gonna be
Good
good.
answer.
Hey, everything I've learned about dating,
No.
I've learned from this guy
I've said that
sitting,
before.
sitting right next to me
Yes,
right here.
Just so you guys know, he does this to
I-
each one of us all the time.
That's not
It's-
true. With dating, it's always with this guy.
No, it's not. You
No,
did that.
you
He
used
does it
Calibre
to-
a few times.
The only person you don't do that to is Calibre, because obviously.
No, he did use Calibre.
Oh,
a
he
few
has?
times. Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Whenever I was single, I would use Calibre.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Limestone, thank you for the $2 donation.
Sorry.
Sorry, meant for each
No, it's true.
generation.
He's not
Limestone wants to know your favorite starter for each generation.
Oh, you.
That would be a lot.
All next week.
Yeah, that would be a
I'll
lot.
come back
Don't
next
come
week
first
with
three.
it.
Your first 3.
Chapel.
First 3? Oh, okay.
I'll think about the first 3. Chapel, thank you for the $2 donation. Theory, since you apparently control the links, does that mean you intentionally cause almost every Roa episode to crash?
Yep.
Does that mean you hate Roa? That's just a theory. A Luke theory.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. It's not just a theory. I'm going to confirm that, Chapel.
Bow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chapel.
I'm here to make an announcement.
I'm here to make an announcement. Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything is a fraud. Limestone, thank you for another $3 donation. Only ever read/watched Gundam Wing, and the thing I remember the most is Hero telling Relina that he was going to ant her.
Yeah, he's gonna kill her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, she invited him to her birthday party with an invitation, and he looks at her. She's like, "Oh, will you come?" You never gave me an answer. He rips up. Actually, he doesn't rip up. He throws away the invitation in front of her into the ocean, and just looks at her. Says, "I'm going to kill you."
That's really
No,
nice
no,
of him.
I'll kill you. Meaning, like, yeah, she can't be too close to him because he'll get her killed. But yeah, it was
It's like it's
so
not
edgy.
his choice, or like it is his
No,
choice.
The wording is way too ambiguous for the scene, which makes it hilarious. Like the implications, like if you hang around me, you were going to die because I'm in with some bad people. But it sounds like he meant he was
wasn't
gonna
murder.
murder. Yeah,
That's fantastic.
it's hilarious.
Love it.
Gundam Wing is not aged the best, but it's the one that means the most to me, just because I grew up on it and I still love the characters and the Gundam.
I love that.
But it has not aged very well.
Oh, God.
That's funny.
Limestone, I'm answer. It's Charmander, Totodile, and Trico. Would be the
Good answer. Good
Yeah,
answer.
Treco is solid. I would.
Trico.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Treco?
we
Trico?
established
Treco?
it. Yeah,
Gecko?
it was established.
Treco, like the gecko.
No, it's Trico.
Pete, what about you? Well, you think about it. Solid Snack, thank you for the $2 donation. LOL, true what Nick T said about Shin, but the pro deck change wasn't because of fan reaction, was due to behind-the-scenes issues with directors and the voice actors.
Oh, yeah, I
also,
didn't think, yeah.
did not help that the head writer got seriously ill with cancer right when it started.
I'm an asshole, Jesus.
What did you say?
No, I didn't say anything mean about the writer, but I'm like grilling like the show that part of the show. I was like,
Whoopsie.
Hey, this guy,
oh.
let me tell you
We
something.
know-
yeah,
this
yeah.
guy's
But I
going.
didn't think the change was because of fan reaction, but I do see. Yeah, it could.
Thank you guys for using the link. I appreciate it. And
Was that
Pete's,
it?
Pete's thinking about his
Oh, yeah,
top
that was
three.
it.
I'd probably pick Charmander, Chikorita, and then I pick Torchic. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chikorita.
Yeah, Treco, I think I would have.
You like
behind
you like
Torchic.
Chikorita.
Chikorita's my
Meganium-
favorite.
Meganium's
Bayleaf
favorite.
is my homie.
It's Squirtle, Chikorita, and What's the water one in Mudkip?
Mudkip.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, my
Meganium is also tanking for me in PvPs.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
Meganium's
Nice,
Meganium's
nice.
pretty good.
Meganium is a tank with the right IVs.
I think I have the legacy move on a Frenzy Leaf. and
Oh,
it's
Frenzy Plant. Yeah, it's broken.
Yeah.
So much damage.
ripping it up. So I like.
Hell yeah. So we have 10 Canadian and 15 cents from Pick Rick.
Thank you,
Rick.
Pick.
My first thought for Go Rush would be mobile game, just because it sounds similar to Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
But we already have Duel Links and the Rush game, dual game, so I'm not that invested in this theory.
Yeah.
The only reason I think it is because we don't have a Rush Duel mobile game.
I know.
I mean, some series
And
have
mobile
like
games
several
becoming
mobile
very
games.
big.
I mean, and,
Yeah.
and you know, the thing with Duel Links is they're never going to add a Sevens world. They're going to add a Vrains world next
Right, 'cause
year.
it's an entirely
But they're not
different
going to add
format.
a Sevens world because it's a different game. So maybe they see the success of Duel Links and they say, let's try to replicate that with Rush.
Yeah, which they probably can.
Yeah.
Especially with the Japanese audience.
We're going to follow the same format that Duel Links does, almost the same UI as well, and just Rush
Especially if
style.
they have insider, which they probably would, insider info that they know maybe one or two shows in the future are already being projected.
Well,
Oh,
and
I'm
so they're
sure
like,
they-
well, hey, we're gonna have Capital here
Yeah.
later on. We might
Yeah.
as well.
that's why I really am, and then you could cross promo. I mean, I really am
Bingo.
of the belief that for the next 10 years, there will not be an OCG or TCG anime.
Look how long
I
we
really-
had the base game. The
Yeah.
original, yeah, the TC.
20 years it went.
Yeah. Bring it back, bro. It's
Bring it
ridiculous.
back. Bring it
It's
back.
ridiculous.
This isn't really Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway.
Yeah. I'm only here for real stuff,
Yeah.
not this side anime.
That's what people have called this, a side anime.
I've been reading this week.
Don't go too deep in the forums.
it's a good.
You're not gonna like what you find.
Oh
God.
Lord.
You see a lot of edited photos in there. Let me tell you.
God.
I don't want to know. I don't
All right,
think.
Jesus.
We have five.
What?
pa-
Where's this going?
£5 from Nicholas Horton. Nanaho gives ladybugs a bad name. She's creepy and the closest thing to a villain this arc has had so far.
It's facts. Very much.
100% agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yuo hasn't done enough for me this arc to say he's been more of a villain than Nanaho.
I mean, he's not done really anything this arc.
Yeah.
He had it in a birthday episode.
He
Yeah.
just
Sure.
said he's like, yeah, my
Right.
master plan.
Is it-
Well, he
Okay.
was watching them on camera in this.
Yeah.
episode.
that's
yeah.
the argument.
Yeah, he's done a
And
little
he's like,
bit.
yeah, get ready to set up for the meeting.
Yeah, very excited for Nanaho. Ladybugs do creep me out as well. Thank you, Nick.
I'm gonna
What?
take it out on
Appreciate
the
it.
next ladybug I see.
I'm gonna make him.
No, I like ladybugs a lot.
Ladybugs are cute.
They don't bother me.
This is gonna be fun.
Not anymore. We have $10 from X-Slayer. 64.
Thank you, X.
Get ready.
Don't want to be rude,
Oh boy.
but mostly
that's
everyone in the community are mostly boomers and don't like the changes to the game, and they think Rush Duel includes 7 is a disgrace to Yu-Gi-Oh because it looks different.
Oh, well, actually, X, that's a perfect comment for what we were just saying.
Yeah.
X Slayer, perfect timing there.
I
know you
worded
said
it like that on I phrased it like that. on
Everyone's a
purpose.
boomer.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Pause.
X Slayer, I will actually disagree with you in one sense, X Slayer, and thank you for another super chat, my friend. I really do appreciate it. There are a lot of people, and I think there's a sense of immaturity. I'm 27. I'm much different than I was when I was 22.
Sure.
I'm very different than I was when I was 17, 16,
Got that
15.
right.
There's a lot
Oh
of
my
people.
God, yeah, totally. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that will rip on sevens, call it dog crap, whatever. And I always go to their Twitter profiles because if they don't block me, I always go to their Twitter profiles.
11.
And sometimes it's 15, 16-year-olds, and I'm like,
Oh, my favorite is when
God.
you look at it and it's like created September 2021.
or that's the best, yeah, because then
There
it's
it
probably
is.
created for a troll
There it
account.
is.
So it's not really the boomers as much as it is just people being.
I mean, there are Gen
Lost.
1ers though that are just like.
There's a lot of Gen 1ers.
yeah.
Well, there's Gen 1ers that would say everything after GX is garbage. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of people that just if it doesn't cater to them, it's
it's
stupid
trash.
and dumb, and it's as simple as that.
It's also people who haven't really even watched.
Or
Well,
touch
right, they
grass.
saw an episode. Yeah, there was
Or
someone.
they just saw the art and they're like, this is garbage.
There was someone who commented on my
I already
video
saw Rose
yesterday, and I think they said something along the lines of, I've seen 5 episodes of Sevens, but I'm really happy a new anime is coming. Honestly, Sevens has just been a disaster.
Yeah,
Like,
I saw it.
but if you've seen only 1 to 5, it was either one episode or 5
somebody
episodes.
said they gave up after 1 episode. They tried the first episode.
But,
and I was like,
Wait,
That-
what?
I
They
saw it
tried
too.
one
But
episode.
how can you call something a disaster if you've only seen 1 episode?
yeah. And then they were getting very mad. They're like, it's about time Rush Duels is over. And then everyone was like, well, it's
called
not,
Go
it's
Rush.
clearly not
It's called
ending.
Go Rush.
it's
And
not
then they
ending.
lost it.
Dude.
Oh, really? See,
Yeah.
I dip out of my comment section.
Oh, I have a good time.
I dip out after like 10 minutes. I can't handle it.
Someone, Shadow Ramsey brings up a really good point here that you might have taken consideration for your channel here, bro. Y'all need to hop on the Yu-Gi-Oh killer Shadowverse. I'm telling you. Yeah,
Oh god.
Almost a spit take. I looked up a lot of those old tweets from people that said it.
Lord.
This is what
You
Yu-Gi-Oh!
should do that
7s
as a
should have been.
short. You should upload all of those and then just have like a reaction.
Some of them are from people that were on talking
yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Into the Vrains.
even
yeah.
better.
Some of them are people that have been at this table before.
Yeah.
But no longer.
And the people that I haven't talked to now in years, but literally,
Oh my god, they die or something?
But I mean, so for those of you that don't know, when Shadowverse was announced,
Oh my
people that hated Sevens, but this was before Sevens even announced, said that Shadowverse is what Sevens and Yu-Gi-Oh! Should have been, that all Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans are now watching Shadowverse, and that Shadowverse is going to be known as the Yu-Gi-Oh! Killer that's going to bankrupt Yu-Gi-Oh! Not just from the anime perspective, but the card game as well.
Shit.
The Shadowverse anime was going to be so good that it was going to overtake the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game, and that was going to be it. And this was like 10 to 15 people that literally had watched Vrains or had watched Arc 5 that literally believed this. And then after 4 episodes of Shadowverse, you didn't hear a peep from them. Because what I heard Shadowverse anime was...
It's like crypto.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
yeah. I mean, honestly, crypto's now massive.
Crypto's actually really
the thing
big.
is,
But it's
the thing is, from what I've talked to people who actually played the Shadowverse game. There is absolutely zero buy-in to watch the anime if you play the game.
My cousin played Shadowverse, and he said, "Yeah, I know a lot of people that play Shadowverse. I don't know one person that's excited for the anime.
It's just totally
There's no apparently continuity between the two.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Shadowverse being the Yu-Gi-Oh! Killer did not come true in any sort of facet, but it's still one of my favorite Jump Festa memories.
That was a good time.
Good night.
I even watched a couple episodes of it. I'm like, this looks pretty good. I like some of the characters on it. I like this one kind of mysterious
But
character.
you dropped it, right?
And then I dropped it because it's actually
Thank
not doing
you
anything.
for the dono.
I've only heard very mediocre to bad things about it. I haven't heard anyone that said it blew them away or it was amazing. But I would never comment on it. I comment on the people that made those comments because it's hilarious, but I would never say, oh, the Shadowverse anime is trash or a disaster because I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And isn't that the normal behavior?
No.
Obviously
I
not.
honestly,
I agree with you, but I'm saying no. It's
what
not
I do
normal.
is I get home from work, right?
Yeah.
I'm exhausted, but I power through and I go into communities of shows I've never watched, and I just give outrageous takes about how bad the show is.
That's a good idea.
And for some reason, I get a lot of attraction to what I'm saying, which is weird because I've never watched it, but I have strong opinions on what I think about the direction of the show.
Yeah.
And then I go to bed and I start all over again.
It's got to be a fun life.
Yeah. It's good.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, since I watched
X-Slayer, though,
Shadowverse,
thank you.
though, I
Yeah.
could comment. I watched 5 episodes and dropped it, and it's just really been doing terrible.
Yeah, it's not doing well in the West. People, that's my favorite. When people start talking about it from a business perspective, Sevens is not performing in the West. Rush Duels is not performing in Japan.
No
It's
dub
just been,
play.
yeah, right. There's no English dub.
And then you look up where that person lives, and it's Bismarck, Nebraska. And you're like, how the hell would you know about what's going on in the world? You don't. Shut up. God, drives me nuts.
I love
when
that
people bring up the business analytical stuff.
We've
the
had an
nonsense.
actual accountant come on to
We had a financial guru
financial
come on to
guru,
our
yeah,
show.
true.
That's a great point. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're gonna have him on again when Konami releases their business records.
If we actually find out they've been laundering money.
Again, on the second, almost.
This video blows up because it ends like a multi-billion-dollar company. You're getting lawsuits from Konami.
They can't figure out why.
Calibre's life is over.
It's like, hey, that
Thank
financial
you
advisor had no
for
business.
the
Well, it's not an
dono.
advisor, he's a guru. And that word, you can throw guru at the end of anything, it means nothing.
They bring him on Fox News.
Yeah, right. I'm a medical guru.
Yeah,
Here's
you
what you should do.
certified
Oh,
for
boy.
anything.
Right, exactly. You're a physical therapy guru.
I got
But it
doesn't mean
a couple
anything.
treatments for certain things. I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah, yeah. Holy
Ooh,
crap,
that'd be
dude.
good.
That'd be fun.
Oh, Lord.
$5 from X-Slayer.
Thank you, X. That was hilarious, X.
Mostly
Thank you.
on Go Rush. I don't like it, but it might be a live action show just to teach people how to play Rush Duel, but it's not. Going to be Sevens 2.
It's not
Oh.
gonna be. Okay.
Wait, X said he didn't like it?
He didn't like the idea that it would be
A live action.
Yeah.
I completely agree with him.
Yeah,
If it's a live action, I'd rather a mobile game. If it's a
Bingo.
live action
Absolutely.
teaching people, I'd be very disappointed.
Yeah, if I see that and it pops up on Netflix, I'm gonna be pretty pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it'll never be on Netflix.
Yeah. So, X-Slayer, we will keep our fingers crossed again. Jump Fest to December 17th. We'll be live covering the news. Thank you, X-Slayer, for another Superman. Appreciate it.
5 Canadian 16 for Pickrick.
Thank you, Pick.
With the group going behind Yuga's back, Gakuto, quite surprised. Mimi wants her theory proven, and I'm surprised Roa didn't come up with the plan.
Yeah, I mean, Nanaho came up with the plan, but
Yeah.
it was the MO of everyone. Gakuto surprised me a little bit, but I guess he was flustered that he was in a position that
He didn't
felt
know
he shouldn't
about
have been
his
Dude,
students.
He's supposed to know about everyone.
I wanted to ask you something about that, you guys.
in. Yeah.
Did
And
you
thank you,
think
Pick.
that
Thank you.
Nanaho in that moment was just playing the character to its fullest extent? Because when Roman, at first, when I wasn't aware that something weird was going on, Roman suggested Roa actually backs her up. And then she kind of blushes at it of like, and I took that as like, in the moment I thought it was Roman, of like, finally, like, Roa has listened to his damn cousin.
Yeah.
But in that moment, did you take that as like, Nanaho, now knowing what we know, was playing that character to the fullest?
100%.
Or was it more like Nanaho was just like, oh, like kind of infatuated with the stardom of Roa in that moment?
I think it was her playing the character.
I think it was her playing the character.
How does
I
she
agree.
know them that well to do something?
Well,
like that?
that's the creepy thing, but she's part of that clan, a
Crazy.
clan of darkness that seems to be in the shadows of everyone. So, I mean, she knew that they didn't know enough about Yuga, and she knew about the six sibling theory, and so she knew that's how she could have planted the seeds of doubt. So, she knew enough in that regard. But I think it was her playing the character up. Yeah, but it's a good question. Definitely a good question.
Yeah,
do I still have a
yeah.
poll going?
I don't think. Oh, yeah, you do. Yugioh is getting one of those TV shows, and that's why he left the ending.
Who said that?
Shadow Realms.
I'm worried that that's not a lie.
Maybe it's like, yeah, we have to get you into the main thing.
I'm really worried.
Yugioh, I would.
So,
No, don't.
so the poll
I'd
of
be pissed.
where you beautiful people in the chat think this arc is going to end: Yuga versus Nanaho, 55%. Something else, 30%. Luke versus Nanaho, 13%. I'm interested with that 30% as to what they would say. I guess maybe a Yuo duel, maybe I saw some people say maybe Swirly versus Luke or Swirly Yuga. So we'll see.
The
But
Luke man comes back.
the Luke man, I mean, he's out there. He will come back
he's
at
out
some
there
point.
somewhere.
The Luke man. Yeah. God.
Luke, man.
Thank you, X, and thank you, Pick Rick.
Pickle Rick. I just have to copy this one in. We have another $5 from Philip Rosewood.
Thank you, Phil.
My girl Nanaho doing her thing. She got the creepy lolly thing going on. I'm glad it seems like we got an actual female villain. Hope she's not shafted later on.
Yeah, well, she's definitely showing way more evil tendencies than Asana ever did.
Yes.
And so there is a chance, if she is a major villain of this story, that she'll be the first main antagonist girl character Yugioh has ever had. I wouldn't consider Asana a main antagonist.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, so right now the closest the show has to a main antagonist is Yuo, potentially Otis.
Yeah.
But Nanaho
we
can
haven't seen
definitely...
that man in a long time.
The longer
That's
this
fine
is
now.
the longest, and I think we said this last
Yeah,
week.
we did.
This is the longest Otis has ever been gone.
Yep.
Which makes me a little
episode-wise.
nervous.
It makes me
about
very nervous.
What is he cooking up?
It makes me nervous that he's the guy that wiped the memories of Yuo.
Maybe
That's-
Nanaho is his underling.
I think they're all connected. I really do.
I would
Even
not
if
be
they don't
surprised.
realize
I don't
it, I think
trust
they're
that
all
man
related.
at all.
No, I don't.
Don't trust him as
I-
But
far.
that's
I-
what makes his character so good. You
Yeah.
just don't know what he's doing now.
Yeah, every time he's on screen, I just want to hear what he says. And his
Listen,
deck
listen
is,
closely because he's gonna say something you're gonna
yeah.
miss.
The
Yeah.
show ultimately will go through Otis. I
Right,
really do
it
believe
has to.
that. I really do.
I
believe
could
that.
see him like at the moment we're at. He's the final villain.
Yeah,
I could see that.
100%. 100%. And I think that would be really well worked. And Sevens just seems to have this energy about it where they're always planning ahead and dropping hints.
See, that would be so awesome because like most of the Yukio shows, the way they play out is like the final villain we get introduced to usually
Near the end.
like in the last arc or the last season.
Yeah.
Like it would be so nice that it's been like a through line since episode
Yeah,
1.
someone who's guided them all this way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Only
they
to-
did
only to
it
knock
for
them
their
down.
own game.
Right, and what is their own game?
Yeah,
I would love
that'd
it.
be awesome.
I would love it. That's where I really hope
Yeah.
the show goes right now.
Definitely. Shiosei's here.
Hey, Shiosei.
Yeah, said Asana
Shiosei.
was an antagonist. You're thinking of the word villain. Yeah, there is a distinction. By definition, she was an antagonist of her arc. It wasn't a villain.
Yeah,
Fair
main
reasons.
villain. Right, because I would say, Darksigner Misty was an antagonist. So we've had Girl, right, from 5Ds.
Yeah.
Carly, Darksigner Carly. So we've had
Carly.
5Ds characters, or not 5Ds characters. We've had Yu-Gi-Oh! Girl characters that have been antagonists before. We've never had a main villain be a girl.
Yeah.
Will Nanaho be that? It's too early to say. Regardless, though, I hope you are right in that way, Philip, and I hope she doesn't get shafted and forgotten about after this arc. Seven has done a good job of not doing that, so I'm not too worried about that right now.
But I think the interactions in the first time that Asana met the group and Nanaho has met the group, you could tell the difference.
Oh,
100%.
Because like with
Yeah.
Asana, like you're like, okay, well, we're against this person. They're an antagonist.
But it
to
seems
us,
like
right?
there's a reason.
But,
for
like,
They don't seem
Nanaho's
inherently
big
and like she
villain.
kind of also like respects Yuga and is surprised by like how like his demeanor is, and
Yeah.
then with Nanaho, she's actively trying to rip the group apart from the inside.
Yeah.
terrible person.
You know, that's a lot different.
More inherently evil. 100%. Yeah. Definitely.
Absolutely. We have 5 pounds from Nicholas Horton.
Thank you, Nick.
Brainwashing type of card does exist in this show already. Mr. Goha Drone used one in that duel.
That's true against Roa, right?
Yeah,
when he controlled Mimi.
Yeah.
What has happened to the drone?
Well,
He's
we
been
saw
flying
him
around.
floating around. He's like, yeah, go plan this meeting. That's basically what he's been relegated to.
You remember early on, I thought he was going to be like the big boss
Yeah,
of
we
season
did.
1.
We had no reason to think otherwise.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Now look at him.
I know. Yeah, it's interesting, Nicholas. I mean, listen, Yu-Gi-Oh! And anime, especially long-running one, they will eventually fall into the trope of brainwashing and mind control. It'll be interesting to see how they execute it. I don't mind it right now. I think it's fascinating. You know, Yuo had the power of a card, which was fusion. What's the significance of this card? Can this card be used in duels? Is it a card that can't be used in duels? Who has this card? Who
That'd be
created it?
insane.
Where did it come from? I think that I'm almost looking forward to more than the actual duel itself.
Yeah, like if you could use that going forward, I mean, at that point, it's like a millennium item. Like,
Yeah.
It gives you like a superpower
Yeah,
in the middle of dueling.
100%. Every time you use it, you can take control of someone. I mean, that'd be fascinating. So, very excited to see where they go with that, Nicholas. And thank you so much.
We have 518 Canadian from Pick Rick.
Thank you, Pick.
Don't see Tiger winning this duel, which is a shame because after this, Tiger will be 1-4.
Damn.
And if she didn't get that
Wow.
one, she'd have a Mimi win-loss record.
Yikes.
Man. Damn,
So
1-4.
we're not going to compare it to
So
Mimi.
she only beat winning
Caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even think of that.
Well, she's dueled heavy hitters, right? She's dueled Luke
has.
Man,
Right.
Yuga
Asana.
twice, and
Can't blame-
Asana.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I mean, that being said, I mean, we talked about Tiger a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we don't have to go into that.
Yeah, and, I think she's going to lose. I think the loss would actually be way more detrimental to Yuga at this point if he loses. So, I think you can kind of... That's why I just don't like this matchup. I just am not a fan of
There's
this
a
duel.
weird disparity going on with our win-loss records of many of our major characters because, like, we have the cream of the crop and, like, a Luke, right? Like, he doesn't lose.
Right.
Like, then attached to that is the Luke Man thing, where only has the one loss. And then there's like everybody else that's kind of like above 500, Roman and Gakuto. And then
Right.
Yuga barely above 500. And then there's this like 50 feet of just crap records.
It's bottom heavy.
Yeah, it's,
you know?
It's
It's because you
I'd
have
say
even undefeated
it's
character.
very bottom heavy, but then it's like this tiny elite at the top.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which are our
It's
main
weird.
cast.
Yeah. Well, it's not, there's a lot of characters that are like 0-1 because they've only dueled once.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of characters that are 0-3, 0-4. Otis, Mimi, Tiger will be 1-4, assuming she loses.
But
The,
if we
the
took out
Wash guy is
everyone
0-2.
even that is only dueled once, right? You threw everybody out, and
Yeah.
you did 2 was the minimum. Even still, it stands of being very bottom heavy.
Yeah, I think there'd be a lot more 500 1-1 records, like Menzaburo, Yoshio.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, you have your Mimis and Otises that are very, very bottom heavy
Yeah.
with the amount of losses they have. But wins losses is
Yeah.
a fascinating thing. I just hope Tiger shows us something different this episode. It's been a lot of the same with her.
Yeah.
With the
She yells
getting
and-
angry.
yeah.
So I hope we see a little bit of progression with her.
Well, that's what I was hoping it wasn't even Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Someone
don't like
else
this
taking
matchup.
over.
I agree.
It's not.
That's
don't
why.
like this
That's
matchup
why
at all.
I'm hoping like maybe it's Nano in suit again. Like, I'd be okay with that too. Like
Yeah.
just change
All
it
right.
up.
Why would Tiger be at the camp?
That's I mean,
again,
she probably has a
alternate-
reason. They'll explain it.
Either
but
she's trying to protect our group, I think, or she's being manipulated.
that card could do it. Yeah. So
I'm saying not even the card. I'm saying like maybe Nanaho is threatening or holding something above her that she's like, you, keep them away.
She
Yeah.
has
Otherwise-
her mom. Who's
Wow.
been
Wow.
referenced
Yeah. See, this
a
is
few
why.
episodes earlier.
Yeah, you're right.
That's how
You're
it
right.
goes.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, we've seen the zombie way where it's
Oh,
going.
yeah,
She could just be
God,
like, yeah,
the
your mom will be a
zombie.
zombie permanently.
Did you actually watch that episode?
Your great grandpa.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah,
put
she
him
watched
into
that
the
one.
ground.
I remember watching that song.
Look at let this guy have.
Just let it. Next.
This last
I mean, he's
episode.
old.
When Ivrea combs through the stream, she's keeping that clip.
that's good. We have $5 from Jack Knight.
Thank you, Jack.
My God reference is from last night, Dill. Does that ring a bell? What was last night?
He streamed.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't remember.
Yeah, it was because he dodged COVID. That's what it was. He
Oh,
tested
he's got it.
negative.
Oh,
for
that's
it.
right. That's
Cons
right.
Don't get COVID.
That's
yeah,
what he
that
said.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
oh, yes, he did say God
like
don't get
that.
COVID.
That's it. I
Um,
forgot about that. Thank you, Jack.
And they said also Dragma Shoe later in season 3 after this character arc for Alceus.
Oh,
Alceus.
that might be the project he's working on.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah,
I still have to catch up. I mean, I haven't watched a lot of it.
Yeah.
I've seen the
Oh, there you go.
trailer.
He corrected himself. Now they're
Oh,
done now.
Dragons show in
In the
later
last
season.
3.
Sorry, type too fast.
Sorry,
Yeah.
take too fast, yeah.
Okay.
And that's another $2, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yes, dragons. I guess are showing up later in this season 3.
Gotcha.
That's sick.
yeah.
Very cool.
Jack, you are a god, bro. Thank you, my man.
Keep dodging COVID.
How many more do we have, Nick T?
4. Well, 3 chat.
And you have some
And then
names.
a couple
Okay, because I have to use the restroom, but I'll wait.
Okay.
Again?
We have
I don't know.
another $5 from
Diabetes.
15.
Wait.
Thank you, 15. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Missed you guys. Hope you're all well. I know COVID messed everything up with us, but I'm back and still can't wait to see you guys after dark.
Yeah, we will
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
get together.
I actually
Definitely.
someone actually was asking about that because we haven't done an after dark.
It's
Well,
been
we
out
haven't
now.
had many people here at all.
Yeah, after dark, I like to have guests on, but because of COVID, it's kind of stalled out a little bit. But
Yeah.
we will get that back on track 15.
Absolutely.
Thank
Would
you.
love to hang.
Yeah, absolutely. Would love to catch up, man. Thank you for the super. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you and the family have been well, man. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, dude. Thank you.
Um,
Stay safe and healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk soon. We have $5 from X-Layer.
Thank you, X.
Buddy, need some help on what games should I buy for PS5? Anyone got some?
Returnal. If
Returnal?
you don't earn Returnal, buy
Yeah,
Returnal.
nothing.
It's a good game.
This guy would know.
I mean, I don't know if you're into like Demon Souls. I don't know if you're into like Bloodborne, Dark Souls style game. Demon Souls is one of the only like actual games I've played for PS5, and I really liked it.
I mean, I know the show is just a standard sports game, but it looked great. That was fun.
Yeah, the show looks good, and I will say this as well. I don't know if you're into Witcher, but they are releasing like a Witcher 3 edition.
Thank you for reminding me, because for Black Friday, I think it's literally like $6 on the PlayStation Store for the complete edition.
for the 4.
For what?
No, for the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt,
For
the
PS4.
completed Game of the Year edition for PS4 and might be for PS5. It is like $6.
That's
Wow,
a
because it hasn't come out for
steal.
PS5 yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
but-
I definitely know it's for PS4.
Wow, I mean I already have
Just
it,
reminded
but
me of that.
that's a great game to get at some point. X-Slayer, but I know X-Slayer likes a lot of first-person shooters. What are some big FPSs on the
Call
PS5?
of Duty.
He's got Call of
Call
Duty
of Duty's on
already.
there. Battlefield's coming out.
Battlefield.
I'm not into
It's not a lot of other.
FPS.
I mean,
First
Miles
shooters.
Morales is out for the PS5. That's a solid
Yeah,
game there.
more games will come out
Yeah.
soon.
We got a lot in the
But-
pipeline.
Yeah, definitely.
See if
I guess you could play buy the GTA.
We really need to get
trilogy.
C.
It
I
is a
think
fun
Sea
game.
of Thieves.
Sea,
We'd get
Sea of
so
Thieves
much
is probably
fun.
really fun.
We'd have
Yeah.
so much fun.
What is Sea of Thieves again?
No, we're not going to do the joke. But remember, I did talk about that. It actually would be a lot of fun.
It would
for
be, but
us.
I can never get it because of this guy.
No, I wouldn't keep doing it. I just had to throw that in there.
Say it right now.
Dad, you don't want me to do that.
X-Slayer, let us know what you decide to buy, and thank you, my man.
Shiose real quick said, "Have an after dark with Shiose's manager." Heart
We
would
can do that.
absolutely love that.
We basically had that.
We had a lot on Halloween, let me tell you.
long
Me
day.
too. Me too.
Lord is good.
The Lord is good. I love
This
this
guy
guy.
knows.
Flail IPS, thank you for the $4 donation. Wait, it's going to end. What's the rush? We still have to see who the 6th sibling is. Well, I imagine, about the arc. We assume the arc is going to end in episode 80, so we're close to that, assuming it's a 13-episoder. Magic the Gathering is a great card game, and from the ones that I've met, never said that the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Sucks. Actually, the opposite, really. Wow. So
Magic the
Gathering players are saying more positive things about Sevens than actual Yu-Gi-Oh!
What does that
players.
say about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community?
Well, that doesn't actually surprise me at all. It doesn't surprise me. Although
What do you mean?
yeah. Why? Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm happy that some people have been.
This is what we need to do. We need to recreate the meme with the table and the sign that says Sevens is the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. Change my mind.
Oh my god!
Just sit out somewhere.
No.
and
People
see
have
what happens.
aneurysms.
God,
Aneurysms.
I would.
Who's with me?
No, that's dangerous.
Okay, well,
Was that
Dredging.
That was Flail IPS.
Was
Yep.
there one more from?
No,
Solid-
but I combined them.
There was no more from Solid Snack.
No, I got it.
Okay. All right. Okay. I don't believe you, but
It was about Shin. Yeah, I got it.
doesn't believe you.
cool. So we have 3 more. We have actually, let me just make sure there's no additional. Yeah, 3 more right now. We have $5.17 Canadian from Pick Rick.
Thank you, Pick.
I was gonna donate quote in duels. Mimi is Roa's lucky charm in the last dono. But after the chat you guys had, I was a little conflicted sending that line. I respect the change in.
Yeah.
That was good.
Well,
This guy's got self-awareness.
Hey, Rick.
We like that.
thank you, Big Rick.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you. Thank you. Clap it up.
I
Clap it up for
like
the guy.
this guy.
I like this guy.
I like
Yeah.
this guy. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much.
I mean, you're not wrong, but also, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
How old is she? 37?
37 years old.
So when
She looks great for her age, though.
when she was 24, Roa was not born.
Right.
What did you think about that? She was out of college.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, she was fresh out of college. Yeah.
That's why it needs to stop.
You have to say fresh out of college.
What do you mean?
Makes it sound dirty.
I don't know.
I started singing the Fresh Prince in intros. And I
Oh.
Well, it's only because it's Nick T that he thinks it's
Yeah, it makes it sound dirty.
Yeah, what?
Thank you,
It's
Rick.
you,
I
dude.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
that's fine. Yeah, you know what? You're right. You got a point, I guess. $5 from X Slayer.
Thank you, X. Jeez, man. Thank you, dude.
Yu-Gi-Oh's never been a bad spot unless if you see history of Yu-Gi-Oh during its bad time, but it's doing well right now, and I don't see it going slow at this moment.
Yeah. Well, X-Slayer's 100% right. Rush Duel sales, from what we know, are doing very well for a new card game IP in Japan. Sevens, we only know based on the Nico ratings. Maybe viewership is low, but we really don't have that data. But based on Nico ratings, the fans in Japan that watch it on that site seem to love it. And then the other aspect is the OCG and TCG are still selling phenomenally. And so I don't see that slowing down. The OCG and TCG has been without an anime now for... When did Vrains end? 2018?
19.
September 2019. We were in Montreal.
So they have been... Thank you. They have been
Nice, bro.
without an anime now for over 2 years. And sales have not slowed down at all. So for the people that think the biggest advertising tool is going to go back to promoting the OCG and TCG... I don't know where that logic comes from. So Yu-Gi-Oh's going strong right now. I completely agree with you, X. Long live Yu-Gi-Oh! I say it all the time. I don't see that changing anytime soon. So definitely something to get excited about for the future.
Absolutely.
Right? I feel the same way. Still waiting for them to print Hydra Drive. Please. Come on.
Oh,
man.
Hydra Drive.
Oh,
Yeah, I actually know that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bowman.
Bowman.
Boom.
That's spoiled.
Nadine, the way you say that sounds like you don't want us here at all. She just wrote, Pete and Dredger back.
Wait, who said that?
It was Nadine, but I'm assuming she's probably just waking
Yo.
up, so she was probably a mistype.
Wow.
She meant to say, oh.
Yeah, it was-
No, she didn't.
I
She
love
meant,
that.
all
That's
right,
so
Nadine.
good.
Good to see
She's
you.
banned.
too.
That's
I'm
it.
better.
No,
Banner.
I'm gonna
Can we put her in
unban her.
timeout? Thank you.
Don't ban Nadine.
I'm actually gonna gift her a
don't do
channel
it.
subscription, a membership.
That can't happen, but
Wow. Here goes our friendship.
we have one more.
Two more.
We've got Nick. Yeah, another one got added. I don't know. The people love me.
This guy. I can't with this guy tonight, let me tell you.
Dragon Slayer. $5 from Nicholas Horton.
Thank you, Nick.
Dragon Slayer season 2 is shorter with only 19 episodes, unlike season 1, which had 26, and the new arc begins 1 week from this
Oh,
Saturday.
exciting.
Oh, so I didn't realize it was still continuing.
Yeah.
Dragon Slayer
yeah,
or
but-
Demon Slayer?
He said Dragon Slayer.
He must have been Demon Slayer though, right?
don't
The
know.
new
It could
so
be one.
December 7th, the second season starts. Right now they did like a Mugen Train thing.
He might have
Like
meant
they replayed the movie. Like so no, the second season starts like
Was
December
Demon
7th.
Slayer season 2 19 episodes?
I don't know. It's not out yet. Like it's coming
It's just
out in
been
a week.
one season or two.
But
Demon
one
Slayer?
gonna get to the
season
bottom
in a
of this.
movie. One season in a movie.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
But they might have announced how many episodes.
Oh, they might have. It's very possible.
No, I don't think that's.
Arkin's 1 week from this. Oh, he might be right about that. He might be right.
The season 1 have 26.
No. Definitely not.
45?
No, it was less. Like Demon
Then
Slayer was
I-
like 15 episodes.
I have no idea what's
think.
going on, to be honest with you.
I don't even know.
He said Demon Slayer. But
Wait, what?
maybe meant arcs.
Oh wait, it does.
Yeah,
26.
season 1 26 and then 7.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I don't know what the. You watch this show, bro?
Bro. I've been up since 3
Oh, yeah.
a.m.
Choke him
dude.
out.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I've been up for 21 hours.
Nicholas,
I got nothing.
Thank you, Nicholas.
That's probably right though.
And Dredger does watch Demon Slayer,
Love
so
Demon Slayer. Demon
he'll let
Slayer's
he'll let
good.
you know how it's going.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
talk.
I gotta watch it.
And then as
It's solid. It's interesting at first. You have to understand like the concept, but it's
Yeah.
good. I really liked it.
as of now, the last dono.
Thank you, X Slayer.
$5 from X Slayer.
Thank you, man. Seriously.
2022 is going to be an interesting year for Yu-Gi-Oh! With the games, meta IRL, anime, and Rush Duel. So people are just hating and want to be simping.
He's right. I mean,
Yeah.
listen. I mean, the haters
I'm gonna hate.
come out of the woodwork.
Oh, no. Oh my lord.
I'll never. I mean, yeah. Listen. I mean, come on, man. I just think that, and I said it at the beginning of this stream. I'm gonna say it at Jump Fest. And I know a lot of people are gonna send me angry messages for saying it. There's gonna be a lot of dislikes. If you're waiting for a TCG or an OCG anime to return to form,
Then I'll tell you
I don't think
exactly
you will
what's
ever
up.
watch Yu-Gi-Oh again.
Keep waiting.
I don't think you'll ever watch it again. Because I think it's not going to happen for at least 10 years, and at that point, you're going to have kids, you're going to have a life, hopefully, and I think you're going to probably be moved on.
I'm gonna wear my Rook shirt. I'm gonna wear it on the Jump Fest stream.
Yeah.
Wear it.
What are you gonna do?
Wear your Rook shirt, bro.
Nothing.
Wait, what were we wearing?
Wear all 7 shirts.
Oh, cool, man.
I spilled water on my... Hold on.
You what?
Just read that. Yeah. Just
No,
read.
we're okay.
We have $5 more from X Slayer.
Jesus, X,
Saying,
thank you.
if I calculated correctly, Sevens, if it lasted 4 years, will end at the same years with Pokemon if Pokemon is doing the same thing they introduced in Gen 9.
They're doing a Gen 9. I didn't even know that.
I mean, they probably will.
God.
Listen, when I said Sevens was going to go 4 years, I thought it was going to mimic the original Yu-Gi-Oh. There were a couple people... Well, never mind.
They
No,
laughed.
no,
mind.
no. Too
No,
late.
mom, bro.
Too late for that.
How does he know that?
So I believe it could go 4 years, X Slayer. But listen, Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush to me does not change anything. I still think next year's Jump Fest is going to be a huge one, and potentially the year after, depending on what Go Rush is. But it definitely gives this year's Jump Fest some credibility, and we'll be live for it. We'll be narrating it. It'll be very exciting. But guys, that is going to wrap up a truly special episode 75 edition of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up. This was episode 75, Going to the Roa. Listen, these three are, what is the name of it? Was I close?
That was not
Go
even
Rush.
remote.
Not even.
Going to the
Roa?
Roa?
These three are
didn't even
great
think about
people.
that.
I'm happy that we
What, Mimi
spoke to
said?
Calibre. Be careful with your drinking. Obviously, Calibre was not in a good state.
Oh
I hope
my-
he actually watches.
He was obviously not in a good state earlier.
See what he did.
But hopefully
It was
he's
fun.
doing better. It was fun to
Definitely
call him
fun.
in. Hopefully he'll sober up a little bit.
He'll be fine.
It's Thanksgiving Eve. It's
he's
a
fine.
time to party. Dredge, Nick T, and Pete, very thankful for them.
Thank
They
you.
have some great stuff going on in their life and their world. I highly recommend you follow them. 24-hour stream for me on Twitch, 7 p.m. Eastern Time this Black Friday, November 26th. The link to my Twitch is in the description. These guys are going to promote themselves. Follow them on all their platforms. Thank you, guys. You have the floor.
Twitch.tv/DredgeNator.
That's it. It's simple math.
Coming to you, winter 21-22.
Let's go.
Again.
All right.
Yeah.
Bringing it back,
I'll have
baby.
more time. So.
Is it? Is that
That's
all
it,
you got?
nothing,
All right.
nothing
I like that.
Nah. We were behind on a Nuzlocke, so
yeah.
I'll probably do that.
For sure. Totally unrelated to the phone call. I just want to thank Barrett Letty just for being
Yeah,
a
Barrett
good
Letty,
friend,
being a good
talented
friend
guy. You know,
and,
He was here
Again,
on the chat.
he was here in the chat, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
not related to the call whatsoever. I just want to say he's a very talented voice actor.
Definitely.
Can put on a lot of hats, a lot of voices.
Dude, sometimes I join those like little Twitter things.
Yeah, terrifying.
It's something in there.
I have a screenshot of him joining one called.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember.
JFK deserved it. Yeah, that's what it
I
was called.
remember.
Yeah. So it's similar to Dredger. I've got a Twitch channel called twitch.tv/NickFightsMoms. I've been on about hiatus, but in about 3 weeks now, 3 short weeks.
Month of December is gonna be lit.
I know. I'm 3 weeks. My semester ends. I'm gonna be graduating from grad school, and then we're gonna be back, baby. Finish that Pokemon Crystal randomized Nuzlocke, so that should be a good time. Play some more songs, maybe test out some new unrecorded material.
To prepare. New song you can play now.
I could play the new song,
new
exactly. Prepare maybe for some recording, which Nameling is going to be doing in January, so be on the lookout for whatever the next Nameling release is, because that's, for those of you who don't know, that's where I put out all my solo music, and it's on streaming services everywhere.
Nice.
And then I'm also currently in a band called Mom Fight. We just got, revived that. I actually be on the lookout very soon. Maybe the last Mom Fight release under this name will be. I just put together a we did like a soundboard quality audio from a set that we did live in 2018. I found it on my computer, divided it in tracks, put some art to it. So we're gonna do that, and then we might announce a name change and some stuff. So
Nice.
so check out,
I
check
like
out the live set album EP that we'll be putting out probably in the next 2 weeks.
Awesome. YouTube channel Clueless Gamers right now, kind of like these guys have been on somewhat of a hiatus. No, I have a lot of catching up to do in terms of some reactions coming up. But hey, we have the Hawkeye series coming up
Yes,
that we're gonna film very, very soon. So look out on the channel for that. I'll just let you know, there'll be some irregularity with when that comes out. It's not going to be, hey, Pete, where is it 6 hours after it drops? There's going to be a lot of irregularity with that because I've been swamped. And I also do a football podcast with my friend Brian called First and 10. Same thing. That's, it comes out when it comes out. Just trying to navigate everything going on right now. But for any updates on that or general life or me complaining about football, follow me on Twitter, PeteCarroll21.
Follow these two on Twitch. Follow him on YouTube. Follow all of his music stuff. Thankful for the whole team here. Dredger, Nick, TP, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it every week. Thank you. And I appreciate you guys. Special shout out to X-Slayer. I know he donated, again, over 50. Thank you so much, my man. You're insane. Counting down to Jump Festa. We are a little over 3 weeks from the event that will reveal a lot about the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! When it comes to the video games and when it comes to just what Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush is. But that's going to end things here. Thank you all so much for watching. Happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate. I'm sure I'll see some of you on my 24-hour stream. And until next week for more Sevens content, thank you so much for watching. This has been Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up, episode 75, Go Rush. And I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
See ya.
Happy